Yo,
What's up, man?
Yo, what's going on, big man?
There we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first week of Platinum Cap GRLCS. My name is Corey Hunger Bunger Bunger, and with me over Discord is Braden Bug7 Bade and Houston Pasta Boy Miller.
What's
How
up,
you guys
man?
doing? Did I say that last name right? How's that
Nah,
pronounced?
man, you got it close. It's pronounced body, but it's all
Body?
right. We out
Body.
here.
Oh.
You're good, man. The people know who I am.
There we go. Yeah, everyone knows everyone knows exactly who this is. Don't worry.
The fans know who the Hog Champ really is, man.
Exactly.
Hog Champ, baby.
Let's say spam the hogs in chat, please. All right. Anyway, so what we've got a few games ready for you guys today. First game, we're gonna jump right into it. It's going to be OGR Oklahoma Gold Rush versus Sensei Squad. So we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna get some League of Legends. And
That's the plan, baby.
that's the plan. We haven't. Have you guys casted before?
I have.
Yeah. I used to cast a Hearthstone league that I ran.
There you go.
League of Legends, little bit different, but you know,
Just
it's
a tad.
platinum. Yeah, it's just gold players with all 10 of their fingers. So it's really nothing that I'm not used to. Probably just gonna be watching some solo queue today, but hey, maybe we get something a little spicy.
Hey, maybe. No, this is my first time for a tri-cast though, so this will be interesting.
So I actually tri-casted some Smash Bros back in the day, played against some pros, and really it's not that different. Just the only difference is back then, guys were actually pretty good players versus this just solo queue with a little different turn on it. So it's really not that big of a difference. I think we'll be able to handle it pretty well.
Nice. All right. Well, with that, let's go ahead and give it our best shot right here. We're going to go right into our first game, which is Oklahoma Gold Rush and... Oh, there we go. And Sensei Squad. You guys want to introduce the teams?
Yeah. On the boys' side, we got Oklahoma Gold Rush. Love Stories in the top lane playing that Rumble. Supporting him in the jungle is going to be 1D42C4 on Graves. In the mid lane, the old Stealer himself, Silas. That's going to be Dylan Rue, however you pronounce that. Sorry about that. Shooting out the Mystic shots in the bot lane on Ezreal is going to be Hacked. And then supporting him on the blue is going to be Anna.
So on Sensei Squad, we got Cancerous Rex on the Poppy. Supporting him in the jungle is going to be Kha'Zix, Water Bear. Midnight Slushy on the Cassiopeia, looking for those petrifying gazes. Boosted Asian on the Ashe, looking to hit those juicy cross-map ults. And Shroom Bear on the Karma, looking to support her team.
There we go. Just looking at these two teams right now, we got well, first off, some interesting names. I have to say that. But Champ Selects I definitely like as well. We've got the Rumble into the Poppy, which is going to be a fun time top. It's not just going to be our usual, tank fest up there.
Yeah, I was under the impression that picking bans was to be able to get the best champions for your team. And looking at this one, looking to me, if this Rumble doesn't really pan out, that
Right now,
looks like
Water Bear is
completely
getting
outplayed.
caught out by the Dylan Rue and the Love Stories, which allows him to get that early deep one on the red buff, which allows Graves to start red side and also be able to see what kind of path he needs to take, either to meet him for that early level 2 scuttle, or he can go ahead and do a vertical path against the Kha'Zix. You can see he has that early Pixel Brush ward down the bot side, but no vision top side.
He does. He's only going to see which direction Kha'Zix moves after this red buff. He's going to have nothing else, but Kha'Zix fully knows that he's down there and invading.
Yeah, and no jungle wards for the blue side, no pixel brush. That's really a ward that you like to see, especially against something like Kha'Zix, who's going to be able to take that scuttle crap really fast. They did get the red ward down, but a little bit more map coverage would have been optimal against the Kha'Zix.
I think is that a Pixel Brush ward bot side that was put down by the Cassiopeia?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what caught Graves out going to the other side. So, we don't have to worry. Water Bear knows he's going to split the jungle.
Yep. Just normal trades going in. The Karma Ashe lane, super annoying to lane against. You're going to be seeing a lot of Ashe W's and a lot of Karma Qs coming out there, and especially against something like Lulu, really easy to get caught out in that matchup.
Yeah, it is. Especially if you want to dodge it all with the Ezreal, the Arcane Shift just costs so much mana early.
Stupid Ashe W, yeah.
So what you can see right here is the Cassiopeia is pushing in the Silas, which is allowing to get more roam pressure just in case that causes to get caught out against the early Graves. Because early Graves, as long as he manages positions quite well, he'll be all right. You can see Silas starting to lean in against the Cassiopeia with the Graves here to support.
Yeah, but Cass realizes getting a little low, deciding to back off. But now we got a brawl in the top lane. Water Bear coming in to join. You know, Love Story is now overheated. He gets knocked back.
Real low here. Kha'Zix's going to be looking for the isolation here. Going to be big damage once Rumble gets off of this minion line. And look, he's going to be Graves coming in with a big Q.
Oh, the blind comes in near sight.
First blood for the Kha'Zix. Going to be traded right back quick with the Graves. Another auto attack is going to seal the deal. Big play, big map movement by the Graves here.
Yeah, definitely. There's a good smoke screen there as well. Really good job keeping his Rumble alive. Getting that last little ticks of damage out.
He let him stay along just long enough for that for the Rumble to just token a little bit more damage, took a little more of the cooldowns off the Kha'Zix, but allow the Graves to get the position he needed to get that double.
Oh.
Big trade going on in the mid lane. Nothing's really going to come from it.
No, I think, you know, maybe trying to... I don't know. I'm not gonna try and justify that. I'm not gonna try and. I normally try to, but I'm not.
Like I said, man, platinum players are just gold players with probably just more of their fingers. Nothing too crazy to watch. But this Graves is just gonna have so much more early pressure in this early game, and luckily for us, we got a jungler on the cast here. So what does this mean for this big early pressure for a farmer like Graves?
I'll say, well, right. I would say at first I was thinking you guys were talking about Bug 7, but I was like, wait, whoa, what? I thought we had 2 junglers on cast, and I thought I was getting gypped. But anyway, so when you see someone like Graves like this, he's got 2 early kills, he's got double kill, a lot of gold in his pocket. We're going to see when he gets his first back, hasn't even completed it yet. But when he does, this is going to mean a really early jungle item for him. It also means that he can gank more with whenever you get your successful ganks off. It means you're going to be doing a lot more damage. You can look to take this early Drake right now, those kinds of things. You have just so much more map priority. Water Bear is going to have to do so much to catch up. And more so, it's the fact that Water Bear now feels the pressure because he's behind. 1d4 is just like, oh, yeah, I'm cool. Like, this is honestly where it becomes, you get starting to jungle mind. And Water Bear is definitely going to have to stay cool.
See, when he play from behind like the Kha'Zix is, he has 2 really big options. He has to make sure he doesn't make those decisions that force him into disadvantaged plays. When you play from behind, you have to understand that. I mean, just like in the game that they showed for us yesterday, we got a little bit behind. So what they have to do is play the smart plays, go for the good trade. I think Water Bear can turn this around as long as he maintains good pathing and doesn't try to fight the Graves too early, unless it's a strong catch.
Yeah, unless he fights some 1v2, like you mentioned, a strong catch, or happens to get a lane somewhere, preferably bot lane, if he gets a nice opportunity to gank bot lane, but it doesn't look like Shroombear and Boosted Asian are going to allow that.
Yep, and just looking at the board coverage here, we can see this Kha'Zix with the Rumble flash down, really wanting to try to get another gank onto the Rumble, because Kha'Zix, even with the early game, you get that extra bit of isolation damage onto something like a Rumble, and you're just going to be able to completely snowball your lane for the Poppy, hopefully. Especially with the already nice, about 20 CS gold lead in the top.
Yeah, definitely. And we can see Cancerous Rex now clearing out that ward just to make sure there's absolutely no reason his jungler can't come back.
Absolutely. Just smart play. I'd like to see a little bit more dragon control on the red side, especially since that Graves kind of overstayed his welcome and really waited to back. That gives you a time opening to go down there and get some wards without the jungle really being able to be much of a factor. But still, red side, playing it smart, not doing anything too crazy, and just looking to stay in the game.
Ooh, an aggressive tether.
Very aggressive tether with a lot of strong damage trade right there. But Silas goes in against the Cassiopeia.
Look, there's a TP by Rumble into the bot lane. Going to be a quick kill for the Oklahoma Gold Rush there. Just better smart jungler rotations with that big Rumble TP. That's going to be an early mountain drag, which is absolutely massive on a Graves.
Yeah, it is. And we see, good job of Love Stories there, keeping track of cooldowns. Cancer's TP is still still on half cooldown. So, oh, now we got Dylan Rue wanting more.
Woo. Man, this Silas is putting in tons of work in the mid lane, always looking for that priority, making this Cassiopeia really feel how good he is on the champion. Oh, nice. Early ult coming out from Kha'Zix. He's got to be isolated. One more Q should seal the deal here, and the live steal off of Silas is absolutely ridiculous, but going to be grounded out. Overstayed his welcome a little bit too much there in the mid lane.
He could have, and that kill going over to Midnight Slushy. which no, it's slightly scary for Dylan Rue. No, it would have been nice to see it go over to Water Bear to balance out the jungle a little bit more, but this just lets Midnight Slushy start to snowball in that lane.
I will say, though, that was a smart idea by 1D4 because he saw that they were going to get a strong pick against Dylan Rue mid, which allowed him to then invade and take one more buff away from that Kha'Zix. So he's just putting him farther and farther behind without those kills mid lane.
Exactly, and we're going to see a little bit more of a counterattack by the Kha'Zix, looking to invade that top red side. They're going to look for the top gank. He's a little bit too low, just going to get the back and cash in from that assist in the mid lane.
Yep.
Bot lane with a huge wave pushing into the tower and a comfortable 10 CS gold lead for the Ashe, which unfortunately with the Ezreal, that's probably what you're going to be looking at. Nice fight starting out. The Karma Tether going to be taking a huge minion damage. It's going to be a big blow up on the Lulu. Graves coming back in with the flank. Oh, yeah, big Ashe ult. You can turn this. Man, that Graves damage is just going to be looking like too much for the Sensei squad bot lane.
Oh, but good stun in the mid lane. Midnight Slushy coming around, and that damage. Oh, but the return is not enough.
Man, bunch of map plays going on all over the place right now.
There is, and that started off so good for Sensei Squad. We see Ana coming in. Oh, what a play, what a play!
Water Bear, but the Lulu can save him.
Dang, they don't want to give us time to talk about anything, do they? Love Stories in the top lane going in as well.
Yep, Rumble burning that flash in that trade there. Don't know if that was completely necessary, but Kha'Zix definitely needs to be typing that in chat right now. That's a real easy gank for him if Rumble makes any sort of misplay across the room.
Yeah, he does. I don't necessarily see that happening too much, though. No, he's probably just going to hope to freeze this underneath his turret.
And man, this Graves is just massive right now compared to Kha'Zix. Still hasn't even back to completed his jungle item. He's probably sitting at about 1,500 gold or so. And once he backs and comes back in, he is just going to be an absolute monster across the map.
Yeah, so that is my only critique of this Graves. And it's something that I do as a jungler, too. Like, you're just like, oh, just one more camp. Just one more camp.
Ooh, you know? Need that farm, baby.
It's like, hey, one more camp and I can get this. Not only can I complete my jungle item, but I can complete my boots, too. Oh, but Dylan going in, taking a lot of damage once again from the Twin Fangs. Midnight Slushy now getting him. He's caught out, but the second poison is not caught.
Dylan Rue keeps taking these early fights, and I'm not sure that he can really quite handle that Cassiopeia DPS, because remember, he has to be understanding that the Kha'Zix can come in at any point in time, catch him out within this low health trades against the Cassiopeia, and it instantly gets Kha'Zix back in the game.
Yeah, no, it does. And so the thing is, we want, like, Dylan Rue wants to burst down. Dylan Rue wants to burst down Midnight Slushy. He's not been able to do it. But yet he still tries to take these trades, and as he's walking away, the Twin Fangs just give Midnight Slushy the difference. Like, it doesn't end up working out in his favor.
Yep, completely agree. And as we pan back down to the bot lane, the bot lane for Sensei Squad is, they're missing out on some of the jungle pressure bot lane, but they're really utilizing this Karma Ashe to just keep Ezreal and Lulu at a constant disadvantage without their jungler. That being said, the Ezreal just gets his tier, and he's just going to be able to sit back, stack it with the Mystic Shot, and really not feel too much of a CS differential.
Well, Water Bear shows himself top.
And that's the play that I was talking about earlier, how easy it is to get that Kha'Zix damage onto the Rumble with no flash, but not really the way you want to see it executed. Want to wait for the Rumble to push up a little bit more, but still, that's the play you should be going for.
Yeah, no, this Karma doing massive amounts of damage onto the Lulu, now rushing forward. Gets the tether. Graves is here as well, and this is Shroombear going down.
Yeah, the Sensei Squad playing the bot lane really well, but they're taking these extended fights into blue side territory, not knowing where the Graves is, and it's hurting them real bad right here.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, like I'm not gonna doubt that they're good mechanically. I think there's just a little bit miscommunication as well, because Shroombear's going in while Boost and Asian is still in the back.
I will say this though, if you take a quick look at the mini-map, look at the ward coverage that red side has compared to blue side. Blue side has, what, 2 wards down, or red side has 4 pinks and 2 more wards down alone. They have extremely strong vision control across the rip right now. Blue side has to look to extend those. Yes, they're ahead with the Graves, but they have to get that vision control in order to make sure they keep the Kha'Zix down.
They do, and right now we see the Kha'Zix on the Drake, and this is an Infernal. So even if the Kha'Zix is a little behind, this will still give them a big lead.
Exactly. And Kha'Zix, you got to be careful with Kha'Zix because that isolation damage does apply to the Drake, and he is able to burn that down so fast, especially with the excellent ward coverage that Red Side had around Dragon.
Yeah, so this is the point where we could even see right now, like you mentioned, you want to wait and have Water Bear take the trade when it's preferential. So like right now would be when it's preferential. Right now now that he's got this Infernal, if they're isolated, this is when I'd risk taking that trade.
Blue side or red side's only up a couple hundred gold. If you really look at it, the teams are pretty evenly matched. It's just going to be really down to these map-wide rotations, who can get the vision control, who can get the picks whenever they can actually force these trades, get the objective control on the Herald, and win the game.
Quick little trade going on in the mid lane, but they know there's no junglers around that area, so it's just going to be a nice little fight for ward coverage. I really like the Poppy trying to zone him out of the lane right here, but sees the Graves coming and is going to let it go.
Oh, Dylan Rue comes in, gets the stun, but gets the counter as well. The heal coming out, and the Ignites are down. But the Twin Fangs come out. Now in the bot lane, we've got Lulu with taking a little bit of extra damage from Shroom Bear, but they just back away.
Why'd they back away? They see Graves top. Poppy going to be able to kite this out a little bit. I don't see her going down here. Would have liked to see that bot lane fight extended just a little bit more, especially when you know the Graves is on the top side. But overall, good plays for the red side trying to claw back into this game, which they're down kills, but the CS leads are giving them the big gold lead right now.
There is, and yeah, no, like what happened? Like what happened, bot?
I couldn't tell you, man.
They walked right out and just let the Lulu live.
It's like I'm so confused.
Gonna be first tower going down.
Red Smite from 1d4 onto Water Bear just to really attempt to zone him off to think he's gonna get engaged on. That loss of the Smite there could mean an objective later on.
It could, but there's not a whole lot up right now.
True.
The only thing that is up is a Herald, which, yes, is influential, but it's also one of those objectives that as long as you're keeping track of where the enemy jungler is, then it's not a big deal.
Yeah, what we're really just seeing out of this game is 1d4 just really trying to put his team ahead, but they're saying, nah, let us sit in lane, let us lose about 30 CS in every lane, and then we'll see what we can do from there. So, don't know if that's the game plan I would go with, because really, this gold lead is purely off of 30 CS leads in every lane.
Oh, but so much damage onto Water Bear.
Water Bear catches out Love Story.
Woo!
That 1d4 can catch with the Graves ultimate.
Ooh, Cancer Shrek's now trying to run away. Gets the slow, but Dylan Rue just dashing around.
They're going to walk right into his Cassiopeia. And the Silas Poppy ulting them away. Big trade's going on in the bot lane.
Boost Station got hacked with the ult.
Yeah, he did, but that extra damage from Lulu making it massive. Hatch now missing a couple skill shots, but that doesn't matter. They can just run Shroom Bear down in the minion wave.
I tell you what, guys, there's just something about auto attacks. When you can't dodge them, you just start taking damage. And maybe the Shroom Bear and Boost Station didn't quite have that mechanic figured out by trying to kite through minion waves.
Yeah, I really like the play by Hack there, realizing that he's really just not going to hit these Mystic shots. Flashes into auto attack, guaranteed damage, can't miss those. As an AD carry player, that's what I love to see. Skill shots are hard. I'd rather just press A and click.
Yeah, even then, making sure he's using abilities like his W, things that go through minions, and then also still keep his passive up so he has the extra attack speed. So really good management there. Even though he wasn't using the Q, the Mystic Shot, he still was using his other abilities to get massive amounts of damage.
Exactly, and this Ezreal is really going to be starting to ramp up now, and you see him ramping up in the mid game. And Kha'Zix putting a huge damage onto the Lulu, cancels the Q out of vision. Oh no! Still, massive damage, gonna force that Lulu flash. And hopefully he's gonna be making the dragon play here in about 45 seconds. A little bit easier without this flash on the support.
So, Hunger, where do you think this game's going to go now that you have a massive jungle leave on the Graves? But at the same time, they're countering with Midnight Slushy being really strong in the mid lane.
I think it comes down to, let's say, now that Midnight Slushy is charging the Seraph's Embrace, it depends on how fast he gets this and how well they peel for Midnight Slushy. Because we all know that a Cassiopeia is going to dish out massive amounts of teamfight damage. But if she's dead, then where's the damage going to come from?
That's fair.
Like, that's my synopsis. Is it's going to be, let's peel for our carry Because honestly, I believe if Midnight Slushy stays alive, then I don't think the Graves can burst down that fast. Midnight Slushy's just gonna throw out the ult, get the stun, and it's gonna be dead for Graves, dead for everyone else on OGR.
Bug7, you're a resident AD carry player here. What do you think of that Ezreal build right now, going into the build
Well,
order, kind of
let's talk about that Ezreal build after we see what the Karma's going to do. Just a ulted Q, nothing special, and going to be an easy dragon for Oklahoma Gold Rush there. As far as the Ezreal build goes, the Bork second is really... I don't understand it, especially against only one tank and Poppy. Usually I'd like to just see the normal Iceborne Gauntlet here so that you're able to kite out that Karma, able to kite out that Cassiopeia, gives you some of that CDR, and really it's what makes Ezreal Ezreal.
Yeah.
But if he's able to position correctly, he will be doing so much more damage than the Iceborne Gauntlet build at this part of the game, and I think that's what they're going for. Looking for big map plays with the Ezreal, give him that big damage, and see where they can go from there. Try to extend this lead a little bit.
Yep, and say I definitely agree. I played a little bit of Ezreal. I know double tier build is still really strong right now, and I would have liked to see that Iceborne Gauntlet and then finishing your tier items. But, you know, at this point, Graves is so far ahead that anytime we see Graves in a team fight, they're going to have to focus Graves. So Ezreal's hoping for a little bit of extra free time in the back to poke around.
Sensei Squad's really prioritizing this top lane, dropping the Herald top, getting the tier 1 tower. Now they're pushing in, seeing if they can crack that second tier tower with at least just one Herald charge.
Exactly, and just great map rotations on the side of Sensei Squad. That's going to be a Cassiopeia ult, stolen by Silas, and the big TP into the back one by Rubble. He's going to get immediately Ashe ulted, looking to kite out here, but the Graves damage is huge. Rubble just burning everybody down. Cassiopeia not having the damage, but she's got enough to take down the Rumble eventually. Kha'Zix coming in here. No one's going to be isolated, looking for the big damage. Whoa,
he still does
Ashe
so
blows
much.
up the Lulu. Evolves to E-Second, gets right out of there. Silas got a Cassiopeia ult on the Karma. Kha'Zix can turn this. 1Q is going to do him in. And just a chase down on the Graves. Great team fighting by the Sensei Squad. And going to be a clean 5-for-1 for Sensei Squad.
As you said, Hunger, they caught out Midnight Slushy. She didn't have
they
a lot
did.
of peel, and next thing you know, Sensei Squad turns the whole fight.
I'll say, even though they went 2 for 1, or they went 1 for 1, Midnight Slushy went down 4 love stories. But by that point, so much had been used. And then, unfortunately, Dylan Rue did not get the stun off the stolen Cassiopeia ultimate. And we see Shroombear just able to keep walking back towards Waterbear.
Exactly. And if we see Ezreal with that Iceborne Gauntlet build there, just Sensei Squad was able to drag that team fight out way longer than Oklahoma Gold Rush could really deal with their more burst-orientated team comp. And so the Iceborne Gauntlet would have really been able to just extend that team fight and would have liked to see that.
But if you look towards the top side, Sensei Squad had a lot of deep ward set, but Blues tried to take the time, going through, clearing it out. So now there's really only 1-for-1 vision control on that Baron.
Yeah, there is, and that's not what you're looking for right now. Oh, Shroombear just barely escaping, but now we do have a stolen enchanted crystal arrow, so that's going to be interesting for the next fight.
Yeah, I need to learn these ability names, man. Woof.
Don't worry, that'll come. We'll get ability names.
I got you.
I mean, that's the problem whenever you let a brain dead AD carry start playing. All they really know is
Ooh.
A click, QQ, A click, and that's the game. Whereas you have kind of like a jungler in here.
Catch him out! Oh my gosh!
Man.
Midnight Slushy caught out as well, and down he goes. And that's the primary defense for this turret. Looks like they're going to have to give this up.
Yeah, you
Definitely
really
coming out
can't be
my Lulu
overextending as
back
Ashe
home
like that.
himself.
Looking to just keep shoving this in instead of getting the Baron. I would have liked to see a Baron rotation there. I think it's doable. And even if they don't come, or even if they do come to contest it, the health bars on Oklahoma Gold Rush are just so much higher. But still, they're going to be laying the siege with this Ezreal. And, like I said, Poppy's just going to come from it. But
Poppy's coming in!
Waterbear's trying to ult in and see if he can find someone just caught out a little bit.
Ashe
Cannon
on the
arrow.
base. He's taking tower damage. He's going to get exploded. Ezreal going onto the Kha'Zix, but he has the leap evolved, and he's just going to get right out of there after his assist. Yeah, just overextension by Oklahoma Gold Rush. When you see a push like that, what you do want to see is you want to see going into the jungle, getting those wards down so that you can catch them out of the rotations. That would have been a great time to really establish Baron dominance so that after you get that tower, make a reset and look for the Baron plays.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with the Baron vision stuff. I wouldn't necessarily say Baron is going for the objective itself isn't necessarily a good idea. Because we just saw Cancer Rex had the ultimate, could knock people out of the pit. Water Bear very easily can hop in as well. So taking it isn't a good idea, but definitely setting that in. But
Sensei Squad has clear vision control and map control, which allows them to clear that second Infernal Drain.
yeah, it does. And now they're going to be huge, dealing a lot of damage. And we noticed Water Bear doesn't need that isolated damage to burst people down as well. There's just so much going for him. He played this early game really well. If you told me, after we got that early double kill on the Graves, that Water Bear was gonna come back and do this, I'd be like, maybe. I didn't have a lot of trust, but it happened.
It'd be a strong possible from me on that one.
It would be very possible for these guys to be able to get back in the game, I'll say that.
Oh man.
It was. I've just seen too many of Graves. But granted, this isn't technically solo queue.
I will say though, take a little look down to that Lulu build. She still has her ward trinket as well as the Frostfang. What is she gonna do? Is she gonna try to get extra wards even though they don't count? She needs to change over to that red trinket.
Yeah, she does. It's not really doing a whole lot, but she is at least making those yellows count with the highest vision score in the game.
That's very true. Silas steals the Enchanted Arrow from Booz's Station. He's going to be looking to get one of these picks on the Cassiopeia.
Yeah, no. Oh, there it goes, coming out. Oh my gosh, the damage hitting Shroom Bear. And now the burst comes down even through all the extra damage from Boosted Asian.
Equalizer comes out. Flash comes forward from Silas. He's trying to get onto this Ashe, but the Kha'Zix can ward him away. Oh, the flash by 1D4 catching him with the ult.
Well, I just realized that I muted my mic to burp and didn't unmute it, and I was messing that whole fight. Gold 80 carry. I don't have a brain. What's new?
Classic gold 80 carry, but Water Bear coming in now. And Midnight Slushy now has to be careful. We have a stolen Cassiopeia ult again.
That Petrifying Glade can easily turn that fight if Water Bear decides to jump in. I don't think he will. They're looking to reset, try to get some vision, clear a couple camps, push some waves out. They're doing really good on this map control right now.
Exactly, and as you can see, Red Side has set, or should I say, Sensei Squad has set up these side waves to be auto-pushing, so even if they go for that siege mid lane with the Ezreal, eventually, you're going to have to back and you're going to have to get those lanes back in order for your team. Good map control from Sensei Squad, and, yeah.
Yeah, Sensei Squad is doing really good right now on the... Well, no, that's OGR doing good on the coverage. Sensei Squad right now clearing everything out. But right now, they are the ones with the Baron priority. So OGR does have to be careful.
Now TP up for both top laners here, so you're going to want to see them sent to a side lane, applying that pressure, and then looking for the TP if a Baron fight happens. And Sensei Squad just really prioritizing this Baron vision. Really like what they're doing here, saying, this is our time to shine, we're going to get this Baron, our Cassiopeia is going to take your blue buff, and we're just about ready to start steamrolling this game.
Yeah, thanks for the blue buff refresh, guys.
Yeah, Graves didn't look too happy about that one, but what are you going to do? Oh,
so much
Graves
damage,
looking like a big
though.
catch here. Lulu won't interrupt the Kha'Zix sweep, not going to matter, the damage is huge. Kha'Zix looking for the reset, and if you're going to come out on the Zanya and Lulu, but it doesn't matter.
But Dylan Rue goes into the back line, trying to catch up Shroom Bear. He's going to get kited out by the Ashe.
Oh, the shield coming out. No!
Oh, Shroom Bear finishes off Dylan Rue.
That's when you gotta. That's when you say kill secured.
Better support wins, unfortunately. Gonna be looking like a free Baron for Sensei Squad here. Just really utilizing that map
looking to walk up and try to get an equalizer in.
It does get a good one in, and
Nice
Boosted
equalizer.
Asian goes down.
Matt hacked, flashing it, gets the Ashe kill. Not gonna matter. He's just gonna get put up against the wall and shown a good time.
Sensei
Red
Squad
team.
still confirms the Baron.
Yes, Sensei Squad getting the Baron and an ace. A little bit delayed, but they got it nonetheless.
Yeah, so now this puts Sensei Squad in the driver's seat now. They have the Baron on, I'll say, on 4 members. Unfortunately, Boosted Asian doesn't have it but Midnight Slushy does, and that's really where you want it.
Yeah, this game is just reminding me of me being back at elementary school in the backyard with my dad, because they're just tossing this game back and forth like we used to with the baseball. And honestly, blue team, Oklahoma Gold Rush, didn't really want to just, I don't know how they lost such huge map pressure dominance with the Graves, but that's how it goes. Cassiopeia and the Kazakhs playing great together to help establish and get back in to the mid game.
Yeah, they are.
Third Infernal Drake
Oh,
coming
and here
out.
comes
Kazakhs
Water
behind
Bear.
the team, got a one-pop to Lulu. Oh, but the Lulu ultimate comes down. Absolutely burned alive by the Rumble.
That
But
does so
Graves with
much.
the backline on Shroom Bear and Midnight Slushy. He's gonna get caught out by Ash W. He's trying to take these fights, but he keeps getting kited out.
It does, and even I would say that was a huge win, getting the Lulu to put the ult on herself. However, it bought so much time, allowing the rest of OGR to come into the fight. Oh, that empowered Q damage, though.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if this is a 4v4 that Oklahoma Gold Rush really wants to look for this hard. They may have to concede this dragon, especially with how well Sensei Squad moved into the map progression.
Yeah, they did, and now there's absolutely no vision, but Dylan Rue's not one to give up without a fight. He's looking for this pick.
No vision on the
Early smite came early.
It did, but now they're just gotta be careful. Ezreal's got arcane shot. We've got dashes. We've got slows. We've got speed ups. Shroombear's gonna have to watch out. He's on the wrong side of the map.
This game's just got me scratching my chinny chin chin, guys.
You know, I mean, now we say Baba Baron. So I was like, huh.
So as we move into the late game on both of these teams, what's y'all's insight on which team's going to be able to scale better, which team's going to be able to be more powerful in these late game fights, you know, on paper?
On paper, I personally feel, specifically with ADCs, Ashe is going to be better. I think, as for Sylas, I don't necessarily know, but just coming off the basis, I do think Boosted Asian is going to have a better time than Hacked. I mean, but I'll let my ADC talk about that one.
Well, with the ADC matchup in particular, yeah, Ashe is going to outscale this Ezreal to quite an extent, and it's looking like we're reaching that point where the Ashe is becoming just as impactful as the Ezreal now, especially since Ezreal is just now getting a 30-minute Archangel staff, not even completely stacked. He just really delayed his build with that board.
Yeah, no, he did. It just costs so much more. But in the top lane here, yes, Cancerous Rex is really tanky, but we see the Morellonomicon and the Liandry's Torment coming out from Love Stories. So this is going to be a lot of damage from the Rumble. I can only assume the Blasting Wand and the Amp Tone is going to go into a Rylai's Crystal Scepter, and this is just going to be massive for OGR. Those equalizers are going to be so impactful.
Yeah, that being said, with the Ashe eclipsing the Ezreal, she still only has 2 items right now. Doesn't even have the IE. So like I said, this is about the point in the game where you're looking for the Ashe to start being able to rival the Ezreal. But with how far behind he is, 0-7, he's a few minutes behind on where he should be.
Oh, but
Waterbear's looking to go in on OGR.
Oh, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow doesn't make it, but no need to use... Oh, nope, there it is. There is the Lulu ultimate, saving the life from the Mantra Q.
Yep, big Lulu ultimate, cooldown going down. But not looking like there's much that Sensei Squad's really going to be able to do with this. With both of their side lanes past their own river, they're going to have to send the bot lane topside and the Cassiopeia to the bot lane to get those waves back where they want them.
Yeah, there's not really any objectives up on the map either right now, unfortunately. You know, if Baron was up right now, that would have been a great pick to grab. But Lulu is back up and is going to have her ult again by the time Baron comes up.
Yep. And right now, blue side should be looking to clear out these wards, around Baron. Hopefully get a little bit more Baron control there, even though they have the Pixel Brush pinked. Just looking for a little bit more deep ward coverage on that Baron.
Yeah, they need it, especially with the Scuttler running out. They have no vision. And Honest is just going to face check right into Water Bear.
Don't face check at Cossacks, boys.
Whew.
Waterbear gets out clean, getting rid of the redemption as well as 1d4's ult on Graves.
Wow. This game is just insane.
Man. looking like Sensei Squad's just going to be applying a pressure in the mid lane, getting these waves pushed in.
I will say that the player to watch right now is going to be Dylan Rue. Can he spaghetti on them by stealing the Cassiopeia ult or the Ashe ult to get the pick they need?
And there is the Ashe ult. Oh, and he gets it right on to Water Bear. Immediately pops the GA, and he's going to be going down right now to Dylan Rue and 1d4, but the rest of the fight breaking out in the mid lane. Equalizer coming out. So much damage coming on to Boosted Asian as well. But now the steal coming again, getting the stun onto the Cassiopeia. Rex goes in on the backside, doesn't even get the kill onto the Graves with the Lulu ultimate.
There it is. There's that Silas spaghetti that we were talking about. Whoa, humongous damage out from the Ezreal Arcane Shift. Is going to pop that Ashe, and this is going to be a nice, easy siege for Oklahoma Gold Rush with this Ezreal.
That is, Ezreal is packing out lots of burst damage. And that's what it seems like, that's almost what it seems like this team is almost a lot of burst. And then just gonna, oh, okay. We don't like our extended fights, but if we can kill you before you can do anything to us, we win.
Exactly. And that's what Oklahoma Gold Rush did there with that huge Kha'Zix picks, put them at a 5v4 and allows them to just ball up, get into Sensei Squad, and just completely explode them.
I think Hungerberg just gave a really good teaching point for some of our viewers, guys. If you can do more damage than they have health before they can do more damage than you have health, you will win that team.
Hey! You win the game.
Get your pen and paper out, guys. Start taking notes. Big brain shit going down on this stream.
This is how you win the Platinum Cap division.
You deal more damage than them, and you will kill them. Deal enough damage to kill them before they deal enough damage to kill you.
And an aggressive, whoa, that tick damage going to come down for the Ezreal. Staying a little bit longer than he should have. And the Kha'Zix going to be flanking on the side. Sensei Squad looking for a big play here. Rumble not going to get stunned up right there. And looks like they're just going to walk out with only losing the Ezreal.
Yeah, it is. And I think that was the right call there. If they would have tried to go for the Baron right then, they probably would have lost so much more than, you know, a Baron takes so much longer to take down than a Drake. Yes, it means they're down slightly. They're at the 4v5, but we do see CD4 has the smite advantage on Water Bear. If they know, if they can get in there, we might see.
Enchanted Crystal Arrow landing on the Lulu. Poppy ult, huge whiff, massive equalizer. Going to hit 4 people here. Poppy going to flash in to get the start of the Rumble. Nice pick. She's going to go down for that.
Baron doing lots of damage on the side, knocking down Midnight Slushy to under half health, and that stops the Baron.
Yeah, the Baron to straight rush there was a little risky, but I like the initiative. But like I'm saying, Red side was looking to be in a pretty decent position there.
Dylan Rue against Water Bear. Look at that lifesteal.
That is
not going to be quite enough against isolation on Kha'Zix.
Oh!
Ooh,
Water Bear hiding around 1d4's ult. Just enough to live.
Just enough to... Oh, that was so close.
If you're going to be 1v1 at Kha'Zix in the jungle, you better have something real special up your sleeve, because that isolation damage is just going to do so much more than what you can do 99% of the time. Good effort, though, but an aggressive play to make when I don't really know if you need to be making it.
I mean, we did see Dylan get up, put up a really good fight. You know, we noticed that healing, though. When they're in under a certain threshold of health, there is so much healing on the Silas.
Just more Baron invasion control plays coming out here. Red side gonna be walking in with the Karma just to get the sweeper down, see what they can find. May find a Graves, smart Karma Q into the bush, so they're not face checking.
I'll say at this point you're doing a face check. Oh, but half now
getting caught out. Oh man!
And the Enchanted Crystal Arrow gets the Graves.
Catch 1d4.
Kha'Zix in the backline, almost exploding the Lulu, causing the flash out. He's going to flash back in, murder the Lulu. Rebel just roasted them on the backline, but it's not going to be enough for the massive isolation damage of Kha'Zix. Cassiopeia Zanya coming out. Silas looking to get that easy kill right there.
Graves going into GA.
The fight could be a big deal if Silas is able to keep getting these spells off, but not going to be enough. Once again, just an extended fight from Sensei Squad, able to put out more DPS with that Ashe, especially with the Ezreal getting picked off.
And I will say, that was a really good play by the Lulu. She did the Mikhails on the Graves, try to keep him alive, but it just wasn't enough against Sensei Squad's damage.
Yeah, did a good ultimate, used the giant growth onto the Graves as well. It's like, hey, they're gonna focus him, but then all of a sudden didn't expect Water Bear to come in the backside, and that takes a lot of shields from that fight for OGR.
Yeah, so far looking at this game, Water Bear just is excellent positioning in the team fights, getting into the back line, knowing which targets are isolated, and just pumping out huge burst damage for Sensei Squad here.
Yeah, we do. Now we see him coming out. Has a mortal remind. No, that's Lord Dominic's regards.
There you
Gonna
go.
be doing lots of damage. I know my ADC items, I swear. Tank jungler main 100% knows how to play a carry jungler here.
Yep, the armor pin on Kha'Zix is just so good. Just really going to be able to press Q once or twice on both the Ezreal or the Lulu, and that's going to be their health bar.
Yeah, it is. It's not like you're, it's not like you're a Graves. Like, you want to, oh, nope, it is a mortal reminder. I was right the first time. I shouldn't have questioned myself.
And you got me second guessing myself. You can't.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Looking like that.
It's all right, but
You're just gonna let them. You're just gonna. Water Bear comes in, massive damage onto Love Stories, and the
Enchanted
Crystal.
Crystals are going to be flashed by Graves.
That
You don't need to
isolation
chase
damage.
this. Get your Baron. Look for the lanes. Start applying that map pressure. And Silas going to pop you with the Kha'Zix out.
No, I totally see what Sensei Squad is going for right here. They're looking to put pressure on that top wave, and to do that, they gotta walk through the enemy team. Like, it makes perfect sense, right, guys?
He's not playing Poppy. He's about to do some big brain shit. Nope.
Nope.
Fortunately not. Maybe if you had the flash.
You did. Oh, but the stolen Enchanted Crystal Arrow gets QSS, and now we don't see a fight break out. Good kiting around from Cancerous Rex.
And that's the difference between plat and gold right there. That's the QSS actually being used instead of just bought and sitting in the inventory. Hats off to Boosted Asian.
Yeah, I would say good clap there for QSS. We'll applaud that one.
I would like to point out that we have the Rabadon's death cap on Shroomdinger.
Yeah, we do.
So he's looking to pull out that strong DPS and really those big shields that's keeping his team alive.
Exactly, and Sensei Squad just going to be walking their Baron minions into the base. Karma Poke being massive, like you said, Pasta, with that death cap, just putting tons of pressure and letting these waves just walk right in. But they're going to take the reset. Don't feel like throwing the game one more time. Smart move.
Yeah, it is definitely. They have a little bit more on this Baron. Just look to back, regroup, get something else. But it looks like they have their sights set on to this Elder. I definitely agree with this. You cannot let OGR have this.
Enchanted Crystal Arrows are going to catch the Silas, not letting him for the potential steal. Smart arrow from Ashra.
That is Dylan Rue just looking to make the plays, but Boosted Asian's just like, nah. Cooldowns are low enough right now for ultimates. By the next fight, probably have that Enchanted Crystal Arrow up again. So, they can also, with this team knowing, they can play around it. Like, that's not a super big deal.
And in these late game team fights, you're speaking about ultimates. With the Silas already level 16, level 17 now, he may be able to get 2 or 3 stolen ults in one extended team fight, and that's something to watch out for.
I believe based upon his itemization plus the way Silas works, he's looking at about a 7-8 second cooldown on that ultimate every single fight. And if they kite this out just long enough, he can get multiple ults off in the fight and just really turn the game.
Yeah, he can. But no, let's talk about a little bit something that's different. Ashe has a huge bounty with only 1 kill, and that's something they changed in the patches a little while ago with the gold.
Well,
they changed it before, like whenever you're dying a lot and you get a big CS lead, then you don't get as big of a bounty, but we still see Ashe with a massive bounty sitting on her head.
If I remember correctly, I believe Boosted Asian at one point in this game was 0-7-7.
Yes.
So while he's not exactly racking up the kills, he has been in a ton of team fights, getting this kill participation, and the bounty may be a little high, but the bounty is warranted.
Crystal Arrow gets the nice slushy. They're looking to walk out and try to keep him on 1v4.
They did, but massive amounts of damage. Oh, but the Azrael just instantly gets locked down.
Yeah, the arcane shift in like that, not exactly what you want to see. Kha'Zix's going to be able to get into the back line, looking for the rumble. He's going to Zhonya's it out, but that's just going to delay his fate. Going to go down, and that is going to be a 4 for 0 on the side of Sensei Squad, and they're just going to end this game.
Yeah, no, guys, I got a question for you. Did this Kha'Zix change his fate?
Smart play by the Kha'Zix. I really liked what he was doing there, and if you were asking me personally, I believe the Kha'Zix was the MVP of that game. Shout out, Water Bear.
It definitely, I can agree with that 100%. But no, we will go ahead and take a break for a little bit. We'll be right back. We're going to have the Kings of Baron and the sadistic causers of havoc, mayhem, and evil coming with us for the next game. Definitely two great team names. I hope to see, we'll have to, you know, later, once we get through all the team names, we're going to have to pick our favorite, guys. This is going to happen.
High Octane Gamers.
High Octane Gamers.
No questions asked. Don't even ask that question again to me, man.
Let the hogs run wild. That's
No,
all I have to say.
I'm sorry, specify of Platinum.
High Octane Gamers.
Okay.
High Octane Gamers.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, we will see you guys all back in a little bit with the next game. If I can find the timer.
Tell me where do I go? Tell me where do I take us? Your heart is starting to slow. May the water be safe. As I dive in, blood stains washing underneath the waves.
this. Come and run again. You want a dose of this? Right now it's KD8. I'm a goddess with a blaze. 소리처럼 나 이름 잊지 못하게. Loud, 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 loud. I could take you to the top. 절대 멈추지 못해. 내가 끝내주는 bad girl, girl, girl. When I start to talk like that, oh, you know how to react. I'm a picture perfect face with the wild in my veins. You can hear it in my growl, 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 growl. So keep your eyes on me now. 무엇을 보든 좋아할 거야. 다 할 수 없는 대본. 나와 되길 원한 늘 확신해. We got it all in our hands now. So can you handle what we're all about? What's so tough? Let's get it, show you out. Can you feel the rush now? Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. They could try, but we gonna wear the crown. You could go another round, 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 round. Wish you luck, but you're not bringing us down. Go hard, till we get it, we go hard. We so in it, we pop stars. Only winning, winning now. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. You ready for this? Let's go. See, 언제든지 내 모습 매직 단 한 번에 내가 잡아 절대 기죽지 않지. 펴펴 네가 뭘 알아? 견딜 수 없어 원해도 원하는 게 얼굴에 보여. I'm troubling.
All right, once again, we are back. Let me jump back in here. There we go, guys. Welcome back. How are we doing?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic. Any day that I get to come in here, GRLCS welcoming me with open arms, a simple hug.
Oh, no, dude. I love hugs.
I will say this though, there was that last game we watched. There was a pretty strong possibility that the game could go either way. I mean, I really think it was down to who had a bit more marinara in their spaghetti, and really it just showed that Sensei Squad on the red side had a little bit stronger spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, they
Much
did.
more sauce. It's all about
All the sauce.
They proved that they are the linguine lords of the rift.
Alrighty. Well, you guys ready to hop into game 2?
Let's hop into game 2, Corey.
All right. I need to do the. I just realized I need to do the screen sharing things, don't I?
Yeah, you got to get that big brain shit in there, man.
I got.
I
There
don't
we
know
go.
if
All
my
right.
mental is ready for this game, but you know what? Let's get it in here.
Alrighty. So right now we're gonna have the Kings of Baron squaring off against it's Shmeh, which is the
Shmeh.
sadistic
Shmeh.
causers of mayhem and evil. I have to say it's a great name. Of course, it's not as good as High Octane Gaming, of course. Right?
You're damn right.
Glad you're on the right
Damn
side.
right.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and hop into that, and I'll go ahead starting us off this time. On the blue side, we have the Kings of Baron with Ed Forius piloting the beautiful Scion ults in the top lane. We got in the jungle we have Echoey. I'm gonna assume that's how I'm gonna say it. Getting some of those Ragnaroks on the Olaf. Zale in the mid lane, ready to throw some wild growths around on Lulu. And then finally we have Blue Ashley and I support my team in the bot lane, looking to get some massive damage down.
Yep, and I believe that blue side was actually Shmeh there, if I'm reading the rosters right. So I'm going to take us over to Kings of Baron.
Apparently, I just can't read.
Hey, it's fine. You know, no one expects too much from us.
No,
And on
no
the
one
red
expects anything
side,
from me.
In the top lane, on Nautilus is going to be Joking Chance. Jungle, on the Nocturne is going to be Rocks. Mid lane, playing the most skillfully intense champion in the entire roster of League of Legends, Malzahar. It's going to be Ionic Wind. And then the bot lane, we have Fargo on Vayne, and OSU Cabby supporting him on another Karma pick.
There we go.
Yes, for our viewers, yes, Shmeh is blue side. We understand.
There we go.
And
I
Kings
did
of
it.
Baron are
I
red
did the
side.
fix. We've got it.
God bless. Thank you.
Let me transition it again. See if I there. Nope, it's still not.
In a
One more transition. Third time's the charm. Close enough.
gorgeous.
I had
Well,
I had to move the Schmet over because it wasn't fitting in the little box that we had for him. So there we go. I did the thing, guys.
We're proud of you, Corey.
First time actually manning the stream deck. Normally Vid doesn't trust me to do this kind of thing. I don't know why he does.
I don't know why Vid trusts us to
Yeah.
cast, but hey, I'll tell you, we're some high-octane gamers.
Basically.
Okay, Corey, we love you. Oh, Vayne, aggressive, level 1. You know, in a perfect world, Morgana would be able to land the bindings, but we know that's not going to happen. So not getting too punished for that.
Oh, now we see Echoey going in. The fear coming down. But, you know, this is when he gets scary. Is when he's at low health. He gets that increased attack speed.
Man, I don't got the lungs for these teams to just be inting each other from level 1. We gotta calm down, boys. We need to meditate before the games, use our brains, and just look for map plays instead of just running it down each other's throats. That being said,
I'm down with that. This is supposed to be platinum, right? They're supposed to be chill and slightly better than gold?
no comment.
No comment.
I've seen one platinum game, and yeah, no comment.
Alright, well, let's see if they can change your mind. Oh, a lot of damage coming through, but good shield from OSUK Baby.
And looking at the lanes here, Sion into Nautilus. I'm not exactly sure how that lane point is out, but as far as going deeper into the game goes, you're definitely going to want that Sion instead of Nautilus. So, Urgot was probably banned because we know those are only 2 mid laners in the game.
So no, a lot of damage they're going in, but they don't want to dive. That's a tanky Joking Chance, you know.
I will say, Joking Chance, though, he played that pretty well. But the good thing that Shmeh got out of that was that flash to the top lane. So now Echo, or Echoey, as you like to say, can look to come back top.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's Echo. I don't know if that's a PG-13, but you know.
But no, there's an accent over the O.
Equa?
Yeah.
I'm uncultured.
Equa.
Yeah.
Equa, oui, oui. I like it.
Something like that. We'll get a pronunciation for next week. We'll have to figure out how to pronunciate that one. They just made sure that we could pronounce Shmeh correctly.
Yeah, that was all
that was all they cared about was Shmeh.
Looking back bot lane, Fargo is getting really low from all this poke between I support my team and Blue Ashley.
Yeah, there we go. Now, so the real question that I have here is this team Shmeh or is it Msh?
It's Shmeh. They said they sent a video just to show us, and
I know, but look at their club tags.
Shmeh. I think that's the meme here.
That is big brain.
That's a big brain meme right there.
Shout out Shmeh for having the second best clan tag in the league behind GG Owo. Just to name backward, I like it.
Well, I mean, it makes sense for them, you know, because it causes of mayhem and evil. Like, it makes perfect sense for them.
Sounds like a bunch of dirty role players to me, Corey.
Yep. You know,
Hey.
What happened is this is a D&D group that all wanted to be chaotic evil or chaotic neutral, maybe. And, you know, just their DM said no, and so now they're playing League of Legends.
And I really like how Nautilus is just walking away from the Scion Qs. I think our Hog top laner could probably learn a little bit from that. Stay out of the hitbox, and you don't take damage, and you don't get knocked up. Really helps your laning phase.
It does, and also means that Sion's going to be wasting a lot of mana.
And like we saw from the last game, just a bunch of just individual early golden CS leads coming out from, well, every lane. Except for mid lane, they're close.
Yeah, mid lane's close, and this is something that you'd expect coming from a Lulu. It's a relatively safe pick. And it's also seen as a slight counter to Malzahar with the ability to just throw your Q through all of his minions. But, oh, now we see a good backing away by Blue Ashley.
There was just no possibility for that Nocturne to get in pre-6.
Can't stop. Malzahar level 6 here. Not going in for the full play onto him. Doesn't know where the Olaf is. Gonna hang back a little bit. And we're hitting level 6 on the mid laners. Gonna be looking to hit level 6 on the top laners next. These are gonna be big ults that are gonna be coming into play with either mid lane roam or the top TPs. And I think that's where we're gonna see our first kill of the game here.
Yeah, it is. We're gonna look. We see both of them now. We have Edforius with the ultimate. Joking Chance can't be too far behind. And this is where we get a lot of fun. There it is. We see the ultimates coming out, and Joking Chance has no flash. Gets knocked up the Dreads line. Not enough. First blood over to Echoey. How do we agree on saying that?
I say we go with an Echo.
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 Just emphasis on the O.
Echo. You know, whatever he likes, he'll have to deal with it. Just in the Shmeh bot lane here, just laning much better than the other bot lane. Most of it is probably because of the matchup. The Sivir's just going to push you right into tower, and Vayne's going to look for those tumbles in, but you can't get those against the huge creep wave that Morgana Sivir is going to build up.
Yeah, no, you can only tumble so far. And of course, Morgana's just going to wait until that tumble goes through to land a Dark Binding.
Hopefully.
So, ideally, hopefully, if they got the big brain.
Nocturne's hovering mid, trying to see what he can kind of get with that speed up from his Q. He's going for the fear.
No.
It connects. Knock up from the Lulu.
And we keep splitting to other lanes because apparently they're more important than a fight.
Yep, the Olaf backing up the mid lane there. Just alleviating some of that pressure and making sure that Nocturne can't get what he wants.
So yeah, no, but like you were mentioning, all of these different, like, Sivir has got the boomerang blade, got the bouncing blade. She's just gonna constantly shove this under.
Absolutely. Vayne getting hit with another binding. These bindings actually crisp. Shout out, I support my team. Really out here living up to the name.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, not what you want to see from your bot lane. A 22 CS lead at 8 minutes. Just being completely zoned off by how fast the Sivir can push in. And these bindings are just putting in too much pressure for them to want to walk up into the lane and try to, you know, get those casters. It was a little too risky.
Yeah, they do. We do see our Yax with the paranoia, so is able to come into any of these if people get too aggressive.
Exactly, and I think the bot lane for Shmeh here is realizing that. Gonna take the click back before Nocturne can come and just do Nocturne things on him.
Yeah, doing Nocturne things isn't fun. Well, when they're being done to you.
And correct me if I'm wrong here, but it looks like Kings of Baron are gonna be moving in to the Dragon. No counterplay coming out as far as Shmeh goes, even though Malzahar did walk over that bottom side mid board.
No, I definitely don't think they're taking a Drake right now. You know, there's no possibility. I don't see it happening. It's not happening. Because if I am Shmeh, I don't see this happening. It's not happening.
You're right. Already 2,500 gold lead at 10 minutes. Just hopefully Shmeh can hold on to this early lead.
Oh,
Joking Chan's going
lockdown.
for Edforius. Even with that turret taking away, though, Edforius still holding on to his ult. He can still walk out of this if he has to.
Sion. What a fun time to watch in the top lane.
Two tanks battling it out. Let's go. Looking at the fancy feat there from Zale dodging some of that damage.
But Echo's sneaking in from behind, looking to see what kind of happens. If the Vayne, or if the Karma overstays her welcome, Echo's gonna go in. Ragnarok coming out, trying to see if he can get the true damage on. Seeking Atlantis SX, and it's a confirmed kill for Echo.
And turret plating on the backside. Unfortunately, Echo didn't get any of that, but that means Blue Ashley and I support my team get so much more.
Desgrante. Big plays coming out from the Olaf. I like it. Alpha male.
He's like, this is my Rift. I got first blood. I'm going to show what's happening here. And now this bot turret is in prime position to go down.
Absolutely. And it looks like Kings of Baron are going to retaliate with a bit of a push mid, but we rotating there. Going to make sure they don't get more than one plate.
And there it is.
Man,
First turret going over to Shmeh.
That is going to be a humongous lead for this Sivir. Not something that you really want to see, especially as a Vayne.
But Ryox and Malzahar going in, suppressed, feared, and it instantly strong kill on a Ryox.
Yep, Nocturne Malzahar. Hope you enjoy counterplaying League of Legends, because it's going to be patched out for this game. Sorry, I gotta get a sip of my water. A little parched. Nothing more really gonna be happening too much on the Rift right here. The junglers are gonna go back into their own jungles, get these clears down, and hopefully, you know, maybe we see another play coming out here pretty soon.
No, hopefully we do.
I will say this, it's a lot more slower pace than that first game we saw, and really that's kind of what these two teams want. Get to the late game, scale up, maybe the Vayne can catch back into the game, Malzahar and Nocturne can get a strong pick, and that's what these teams are looking for.
Especially for Kings of Baron, but their late game is going to be really late game with how far behind they already are. 4K gold down at 12 minutes, and if they're going to want to win this game, they're going to either need to see a big toss from Shmeh or really extend this game out with the Malzahar and Karma wave clear.
Yeah, Joking Chance being a big tanky boy, clearing the minion wave as best as he can, but just doesn't have the damage to battle Edforius.
Yep, just two wet noodles smacking each other up in the top lane.
But the one thing we did see is Blue Ashley and Echo are going to secure that Rift Herald.
Yeah, they did, and that means that we have everybody coming up, bot lane coming up to the top lane. Joking Chance needs to be careful.
Nice little sidestep, but Sion's going to be ulting into it, gonna whiff it.
Black Shield good there to stop any sort of knockup coming through, and now we get a
But
binding.
the Dark Binding catches on Joking Chance. Herald pops in. Ionic Wind is looking to come in.
And for some reason, we're not seeing the Nocturne or the Vayne really respond to this. If Rift Herald survives this and gets one more charge off, that could be really devastating for this game.
No, unfortunately it doesn't, but we just see our Yox just sitting in the mid lane. He's like, yeah, they're taking my inhib turret, but I don't care.
Yeah, unfortunately with games like this, you know, it is an AD carry player. They're not going to look at their map unless you tell them. So you got to scream at him a little bit. You got to get into him.
Yep, and now we see our rocks coming in with the paranoia, but it's not enough. Olaf still survives. Just so much damage from Shmeh.
And another binding landing onto the Nautilus. Gonna be another pick. And that's gonna be a 14-minute inhib. Malzahar laying down the ult. Gonna get a nice little kill over to Vayne. Good shutdown. Hopefully accelerate Vayne getting into this game some more.
Hopefully, but I honestly, with that massive swing from the inhibitor being down, I don't know if it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, Pasta, how do you feel about that interesting map play that Kings of Baron decided to take there?
I think that if Kings of Baron's going to keep going for these rotations, or really lack of rotations that they're showing here, they're going to have to get their heads back in the game, because right now all they're showing is they have some pretty non-crisp Linguini going on, and really it's not going to be nuts to get him in this game.
They are rotating towards the Drake at least, but we see Echo coming in, and he does have the Ragnarok.
Oh no.
Is going to be late to the party though, not going to be able to steer, but once the fight, still all the same. Going in right onto KU, K-Baby gets the kill, backing away now, the Wild Growth being used. Now teleports aren't cancelable now, and we see Joking Chance on the backside. Refight's going in onto Zale. Almost gets the kill on the rocks. The Boomerang Blade does a lot of damage there. And now we see Iconic Wind going down too.
Just greedy dragon play that you have to make if you are Kings of Baron. You got to somehow get a way back into this game. But Shmeh just got to charge in as 5 and just wipe him off on this other side.
Joking Chance is like, I don't want any of this. Go away. Go away. Stop chasing me. Stop. Please. No. Please.
I'm liking to see Shmeh with these different map rotations. Like, yes, they gave up the Drake, but look what Kings of Baron are losing for it. They're gonna push down another mid turret. Bot's getting pressured by Edforius. Echo's clearing out most of the topside jungle. Really, this is what Shmeh needs. They're choking their team out nice and slow, and really that's what happens to secure this game if they can keep these rotations up.
Yeah, just kind of the moral of the story for this game is Shmeh with just much better macro on the map, really just doing what they want at this point.
I'll say definitely they're sending out a strong message to the other teams right now. They're saying, hey, we're here to play. Don't mess around.
Hey, they got that big brain mentality going down, and that's what I love to see. don't get me wrong, I love turning into a plat game where it's, 35 to 30, 45-minute clown fiesta. But, every now and then I like to sit back in my recliner and enjoy a sophisticated game of League of Legends.
Sophisticated indeed. Unfortunately, though, for Kings of Baron, it's not looking too hopeful for them at the moment. 17 minutes into the game, and they're already 8K down in gold.
Yep, not the ideal situation. And right now we're just looking at waves being pushed in for both sides. No neutral objectives out on the map because, to tell you the truth, I would think this game is about 25 minutes long with how much of a lead Shmeh has here. But there's not even a Baron on the map for them to take. So just keep going into these lanes and applying pressure.
Yeah, they are. This is the kind of thing we gotta be careful. They're gonna want a 20-minute Baron. It's gonna happen.
I hope we see it.
I do too. It'll be
Really
spicy.
smart map play from Shmeh here too. They're sending all 5 members to the bottom lane, opposite side of the map as their super minions are pushing. Gonna be able to force at least 1 or 2 team members of Kings of Baron to go to that top lane and contest, and then they can look for a dive with the Lulu, Sion, and Olaf. Such a good dive composition with those 3 characters.
There we go. Now we see another tower going down as Fargo has to back off and, fend off the super wave in the top.
And these bindings are just on point this game. Gonna look for a bit more of a play there, and Nautilus just gonna get absolutely destroyed. Joking chance, caught out. It happens, brother.
It does. Unfortunately, this is when you're joking chance, you're like, hey, I'm a Nautilus. I can't do damage. I'm here to be a big squishy tank for my team. And this is when you need things like the top lane support group.
And Olaf going to be Ragnarocking into the team. Malzahar ult is going to be stringing behind him. He is unstoppable. It's looking like it's going to be another easy push, but Nocturne Paranoia going in a little too deep. Lulu ult on this, they were going to knock him up. And just another easy inhibitor. Smart push by Shmeh here. A little bit more of an extended fight. The Sivir getting caught out with the Nautilus ult. Lulu stayed a little bit too much into the base. Sivir still trying to kite this out. Going to get condemned away. Joking chance on the Nautilus, still just standing there. Melee range Sivir isn't going to work out. It is. But this Nautilus is still going to be able to tank up a lot of this damage. But Joking chance will eventually fall. Don't know if that's BM by the Sion, but I like it. Big brain. And just another team fight from Shmeh. Looking crisp.
So I wouldn't necessarily call it a BM. Fargo was on the backside of that fight, and Sion was extremely low. So,
yeah, he must have been real scared of that 20-minute Sunfire tab. He's really just cleaning his clock right there.
No, Fargo, the Vayne.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The Vayne was popping up on the backside of that fight. So the stopwatch was used to be able to let Blue Ashley finish off Joking Chance, and then be like, hey, Vayne, don't do it. Don't do it.
You're right. Hey, I got a small brain. It's no secret. Proud.
Hey, at least you admit it.
Hey.
Now that we have the Baron up, we have the Windrake. What are they going to do? Are they going to go for that speedy quick lizard, or are they going to go for the Baron to end the game?
Looks like they're going for the speedy quick lizard, because they've already shown that they're out-rotating, so why not just make it easier to out-rotate?
Yeah, the speedy quick lizard really looking like it's
Speedy quick boy.
Man, yeah, and with that Sivir and the Olaf, they're going to be some speedy quick boys. And looks like they're going to be taking the mid and the bot lane from Shmeh to apply some vision control to Baron, which is exactly what you want to see.
They're hanging around. It looks like they want to bait this out.
There you go, clearing that ward. I believe that's the last ward that red side even has close to the Baron. Oh, they got one on the other side of Raptors camp, and they're just going to go to rush it down.
They are. They're not doing a whole lot of damage yet, but they are relatively tanky.
They're going to pull off of it and look for the fight, and they're not going to find one right there. Joking Chance tried to sidestep into the wall, and a huge Nocturne ultimate. Going to catch out Nocturne there. Joking Chance just right in the middle of everybody. Going to be taking down a lot of damage. Paranoia going into the back line. Lulu ult onto the Sivir. She's going to keep surviving that. But the Malzahar pumping out humongous damage. And Fargo Vayne into the team fight, putting out huge deeps onto the Sion. And, wow. Not a fight that you would expect Shmeh to lose.
No, it is not. You notice the... Oh, Blue Ashley with the return damage on the backside. But no, just like you're saying, you didn't expect them to lose. They're so far ahead. This seemed like a great opportunity for them. However, RR Yox jumping into the back line wasn't able to kill Blue Ashley, but Blue Ashley and Zale were all focused on him, allowing Fargo and Ionic Wind to just do whatever they pleased.
Yeah, and a big brain spell shield by the Sivir right there to stop that Vayne Condemn. I see you, Blue Ashley. Keep it up.
All the big brain plays right now. Kings of Baron making some massive big brain plays to get back in this game.
So, Poster, what do you want to see here after that kind of shift of momentum for Kings of Baron? They're still down a lot, but what do you think they can do with that team fight win?
I think the biggest thing that with that team fight win, they have to start putting a little bit more resources into that Vayne. As you can see, the Vayne easily ripped through Furious. Fargo got in, did massive damage against Zale. I think what we need to see here is the Malzahar keeping away and zoning off some of the smaller targets, letting Echo run in if he needs to, but Fargo instantly bursting him down. If they can allow Echo to get in, but Fargo can burst him down quickly with his true damage, Kings of Baron can turn the game.
I completely agree, especially with the Sivir with a 1,000 gold bounty, and you do have Malzahar and Nocturne. Kings of Baron need to be looking for, if they see that Sivir out of place at all, they need to just be pulling that trigger, getting that shutdown, and looking to open up the team fight and the map. But Shmed just going to be starting out the Baron here. Same story as last time,
shoot.
not really doing it too fast. And we're going to go look at the top lane. Look at that tower.
Look at that! Look at that mouse hit! Beautiful play.
Absolutely
Quality NA
amazing.
production.
Oh, and a big Morgana binding is going to catch Nocturne out. Absolutely popped. There goes your Sivir, chances of getting the Sivir shut down. And now the TP not cancelable. Joking chance just going to be knocked up. Sit right there. And now Fargo watching a little bit too much Gosu montages, thinking that he can 1v5 that. Just an easy cleanup. And TP's going in off of both Zale and Edforius to possibly just end the game.
Yeah, so, and this is exactly the kind of fight that we were looking for last time when we saw the Baron. This is what we were expecting to see. Your base is being destroyed, K-Baby. What are you doing?
I think Shmez just going to close it out. Oh, the inhibitors respawned. Shmeh reminding us we're still in plat. It's going to get a little wacky here. And K-Baby really reminding us we're still in plat, but he's going to get out of there. The Paranoia onto Echo, not going to find it. Another huge Morgana binding, saving his team. I support my team. And another Morgana binding going to be landing on a Joking chance. He's going to get caught out. And Shmeh is just absolutely catching these picks with the Morgana. Really smart play and what you want to see out of the team competition. Team composition for Shmeh.
Yeah, it is. Definitely shoutouts right now going to the two supports on Shmeh. Zale and I support my team both doing a fantastic job.
And once again, punishing the overextension with the Morgana binding. Gonna get a couple more kills because they're gonna be able to land this one too, and he is! Wow, I support my team going absolutely hog wild, dare I say, in this game.
21 out of 23 kill participation right now. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, he's really putting in work for this game. And Nocturne walking into the Scion knockup, and that's going to be a nice, clean, easy win from Shmeh.
That is. They showed they can out-rotate you. They will not hesitate to try.
I think the biggest thing we saw there is Shmeh did what they wanted to do. They just caused massive amounts of havoc and mayhem, and that's what they needed to do to win.
Yeah, they did.
Absolutely.
I can 100% agree with that. So it looks like we're going to be taking a little bit of break, and then when we get back, we're going to be coming with the third game of today, which is, let me pull that up.
Do we decide MVP for that game right now?
Right now, I have to pick one person from that team right now.
Oh, do we? Do we do it now?
We can do it now. Let's do it now.
I believe it is. I support my team.
I support my team
100%.
100%. Yes, no questions asked.
No questions asked. But there's also the wonderful
I'd say
wonderful
Echo-
Zale. The wonderful Zale doing
did a
work
lot
as
of
well
strong-
on the Lulu.
Zale is saving a lot of their team, but I would just say just from the pure amount of the lockdown that.
All right, I
that's
can
what my
agree
team
with
did.
that. I'll agree
If
with
we're
that.
not
I'll
gonna
give it to I support my team.
If we're not going to give it to I support my team, we may want to give it to Joking Chance for walking into so many of those.
All right, no, I do agree. I support my team though. Did do a lot of Morgana bindings here. Had some really well placed stuff as well. So MVP to I support my team. But no,
Well
all right.
deserved.
So no, but we will be back though with our third game of today. It will be the Meat Beats and Gecko Slammer Armageddon. So we will be right back in a little bit. Yeah. Oh.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, exactly. Where's my if I could find the beautiful timers things. This is what Vid gets.
Vid put too much trust in
Vid
us.
put too much trust in me. What? I totally just missed this. There we go.
is high tier.
All right, here we go. And now we back once again, guys. How we doing?
Doing
I would
pretty
say
good.
I would say that I'm always having a pretty good pasta time, man.
Man, that one didn't even work, man. I'm feeling pretty good. I think my IQ just went up 5-10 points after watching Schmet actually play League of Legends. It was enjoyable to say the least after watching whatever that first game was. But hey,
No, that first game was a little wild.
exactly. You don't get to appreciate the finer moments without those games like the first one.
Yep, but no, it looks like we've got another game ready to go underway. We've got the Gecko Slammer Armageddon versus the Meat Beats.
What a name.
I know it's almost as good as almost as
Whoa,
good.
whoa, be careful.
I
buddy.
said almost. It's not
Yeah,
quite
yeah.
as good
Yeah, I don't
as
even know about
High Octane
almost.
Gaming. I gotta you know, I added the disclaimer. Don't worry.
I understand.
But we'll
Oh,
go ahead and we'll jump into this game. You guys want to go ahead and introduce the teams this time?
sure
So
thing.
I would go ahead. I'll take
Alright.
out red side.
So on the blue side, we have it's
GSM.
going to be Gecko Slammer Armageddon, Jin McCain in the top lane, not playing either of those champions. Instead, on Scion, Mistress Yi playing the Sejuani in the jungle. In the mid lane, we got Renji playing Zoe, and then the bot lane we have Naked Beekeeper and Little Falcon playing Sivir and Nami.
In the meat beats, we have Trance VR on Shen, Black GTO on Nocturne, Seismic on the Zillion mid, Biscuit. Yeah, that guy on Jinx, and Spoon Crush on Sona.
I think we'll just abbreviate. Just to make sure that we don't mess anything up, we're just gonna abbreviate that Biscuit.
Hey, shout out to the name though. I
It-
like it.
It's a clever name, but we know we're gonna mess it up.
It happens.
I'll say no. It definitely happened last split. We had a team that was abbreviated was SAT, and their team name was Sweet Anime Thighs.
That may be worthy of saying almost as good as High Octane Gamers.
So yeah, no, there's definitely. I think Platinum just likes to mess around with us.
So before we really get into this games, do you guys want to take a quick moment, just say your feelings about these team comps that both teams are playing right now?
I'd say the first thing that we're going to cover real quick is the fact that blue side walked in, took the blue buff, with almost no ward coverage covered by red.
Yeah, I mean, I normally say I would be like, yeah, 100% Nocturne Shen on the same team. Oh yeah, easy peasy. But you know that steal though. Fortunately, it looks like he does know it's happening. Sorry, I cut you off there.
No, you're good. I was just going to say Nocturne, looking to go and just get the vertical jungle as well, so he's really not going to lose too much off of that. They're both going to be double buffed up, and looking like just a vertical jungler for both jungles. Junglers. Woof! Small brain coming out.
There you go. Sorry,
First game without a Karma.
It is.
God bless.
We do have the Sejuani though, which is something I'm surprised hasn't been seen a little bit more often. Sejuani's such a strong pick in the jungle.
And I would go ahead and bet my wages from being a caster, which are none, to that the fact that Scion was banned in game 1, which is why we didn't see a Scion.
Yeah. I'd bet that as well.
Because we all know the only two top laners in the game are Scion and Urgot, but my god, Jin McCain making Scion look like it is possible to have skill expression on it. Nice trade.
Yeah, really well done. Waiting for the Spirit Rescues to die down. Renji now getting a Sleepy Trouble bubble. Oh, just an auto attack.
He hit the minion with the first part of key.
Rip.
I'm sorry.
Pro plays. Pro plays.
Once again, every now and then we just need a quick reminder that we still are in the Plat division. No offense to Plat, I'm worse than you.
I know, as much shade as we throw you guys, we know that you could beat us any day.
Exactly. In a big wave, Sion's going to be pushing into the top lane. Nothing too crazy. Just a couple wet noodles slapping it out.
Well, you know, with how much damage Jin McCain is doing, I wouldn't necessarily call Sion up there wet noodle.
Touche. Touche.
Oh, but we see Black GTO on the back side. Not enough energy for a taunt from Trance VR, though, so that just falls up to be nothing.
And I think that's just the play you got to look for as Nocturne. Not really any camps that you can take. He invaded the topside jungle of blue already, and so he's just making a play before hopefully he backs after taking these chickens.
Hopefully, both junglers getting full clears out of their respective jungle halves. Oh, a little bit of damage there from Zillion Bombs. Those are very interesting mechanic.
So as far as the gank probability coming out from Sejuani and Nocturne, which one do you think has that more early game aggression, bigger playmaking potential pre-6 possibly?
Oh, Sejuani, hands down.
Sejuani definitely has stronger early game pressure, but the thing to look for is not.
And we're gonna get an example of it right here. The Sejuani charging in, gonna blow both flashes from the bot lane. Speak of the devil, Sejuani making the bigger.
Yep, 100%. We see Sejuani, I mean, as a jungle main, obviously as a tank main I have bias, but Sejuani just brings so much to the party, has knockups, has slows, has stuns, even before you get the ultimate, whereas Nocturne's best is, oh, I'm just gonna run at you really, really fast.
And that is Houston Miller's favorite champion, the Sejuani.
I would
Isn't that right,
say
Pasta?
Sejuani is in my champion pool. I play it for my team, but not for myself.
Great teammate. That's what we're all about on High Octane Gamers.
As say, that's what you gotta do.
I will say though, the Sejuani definitely can dominate pre-6 with that early jungle pressure. But the thing to watch for.
Oh, the dragon knocking Sejuani into the Jinx traps. We're gonna get a nice dash over the wall to save his own skin.
Oh,
but
but
the
the
double
stun.
bomb from Zillion! And that's gonna be it. Kill secured by Nocturne. If you want to call it that.
I think that was more of a kill stolen. It was already secured with the bombs.
Hey, you never know with these mid laners, man. And
Oh,
a
but the
nice
damage-
Nami bubble coming on into the Nocturne, and Meat Beat's still just gonna secure that Mountain Dragon.
Renji did not quite have ultimate back up again, so couldn't pop over the pit. I was a little worried there. No one was blocking for Black GTO.
Well, they still got it.
They did.
I'm gonna take one little break, go grab a water. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. Well, we'll hope no big brain plays happen while you're gone. Renji, though, just punishing in the mid lane. So much damage onto Seismic. Other than that, doesn't look like anything too much is happening. We've got top lane push. Oh, look at that! We got
Oh
a
my
good guy
goodness.
jungler.
Oh my, big
He's a better
brain
man than me, I'd
plays.
say that.
Dude, you just missed the biggest big brain play of all. Jungler giving his mid laner blue buff before level 6.
And another kill secured by the jungler. This time, it's going to be Gecko Slammer Armageddon's Mistress E really putting in that work to get that kill top lane.
Yep. That's going to be a couple turret plates down.
This Scion is turning into one big boy at the moment. That's going to be 2 turret plates from the top lane, I believe? Or was it just 1?
So I think there was only 1 taken, but we'll have to wait until someone moves away and then we can see.
Gee, Shin, get out of the
Nope,
way.
2 were taken. 2 were taken.
So it is confirmed. Scion is a big boy. Sniffer pressing E. Don't think that blocks Jinx Rocket's damage, but hey, give it a
No,
try.
it doesn't.
Figure it out next time. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
It's just habit. You're like, oh, she's gonna zap me. She's gonna zap me.
I'm actually pretty excited to see the Jinx come out of this game. We've got big buffs with the AD carry itemization changes, and has really just assumed that role of massive late game hyper carry again.
Yep. We're back to these fun immobile AD carries.
Oh yeah, so fun. I love playing Jinx. Funnest champion in the game.
Is it fun because voice lines or fun just because?
Well, I think that's his favorite character to play because it reminds him of the girlfriend doesn't have. So
Oh, the bomb's coming out though onto Little Falcon. The heal's coming out as well, and Black GTO goes down to the boomerang blade.
And the TP coming in from Siren, gonna flash over the wall and still get knocked up. Sleepy Trouble Bubble just going right on over the Zilean, not gonna land. Zilean ult coming out. Sona ultimate to disengage, and a Shen coming in to make sure nothing else too spicy happens.
Whew. Just a tad bit of miscommunication there, I'd say, with the Zilean ult and the Shen ult.
But this Jinx is playing real aggressive against this Zoe. And here we go, back into the mid lane. Double bombs landing on the Mistress Yi. She's gonna get stunned up, but now we're back into the bot lane. Zoe flashing over the Jinx traps. Gonna look for a chase here. Jinx is gonna use that heal to hopefully get away. But Zoe, you better make sure she's at least on your screen, because she can deal that damage from a screen and a half away.
Yes, she can. Screen and a half over walls, nothing stops her.
Mistress Yi somehow surviving that mid lane. Looks like she did blow her flash. And that's what you gotta do.
I mean, it was a bit of a greedy attempt there. So it's what you'd expect.
And the Scion still just being allowed to sit in that top lane, keep building his lead. Always applying the constant pressure in the top lane. Spell shield coming out from Nocturne, not going to block anything.
I think another thing to look at here is there's pretty strong ward coverage by both teams through the river.
There is definitely on blue side for top and then red for the bottom side. Both junglers looking to make something happen here in the top lane. Black GTO's close enough to Paranoia over. We've got Mr. Yi here in the river waiting.
O's gonna get spicy here. Let's see if Nocturne drops that Paranoia. Charge it. Decimating Smash gonna knock up the shit. He's going down real low, and it's just gonna be too much damage too fast. I would have liked to see the Nocturne Paranoia to go and end there, but, you know, using his big brain, decides not to take it.
Yeah, no, just is one of those situations where by the time you realize it's happening, it's already done.
It do be like that sometimes.
Now that allows for another turret plating to go down for GSM, and this Scion getting massive up here.
Yep, that Scion's going to be a really big tank. Going to be hard for that Jinx to get through, especially without the true damage on IE anymore. You're generally stronger as an AD carry, except for when it does come to those Fed tanks early game, which is looking like what is going to be like as far as the Scion goes.
Oh, it misses the paddle star for that extra damage.
Ooh.
That's just an ooh, Renji. You're making me cry. Not that I would hit any of them either, but
We
there's
can
Zoe.
believe that we'd have hit it if it was us.
exactly.
Yes, that's the advantage of being a caster. We can just talk shit. Y'all actually have to play the game decently, but you know us, we just get to sit back here.
We get to say what we feel in the moment. Oh, but this one's gonna hit. There we go. Good job, Renji. Reigniting our hopes.
That's what you like to see. Missed a couple of them to give them false hope. Excellent strategy by Renji.
All you gotta do is hit the hard one, right? You gotta hit the one that's hard to hit. It doesn't matter about all the easy ones.
Well, if it's Zoe, if you make it past 25 minutes, you just have to hit one. And a Paranoia being dropped, looking for the mid lane play onto Zoe, but judging by the minimap, doesn't look like the Zilean's even there. Gonna get the Zoe real low, but gonna walk right out. And once again, just the very tip of these Scion Qs, knocking up Shen and getting him some big damage and trades up in the top lane.
Yeah, this is one of the things when you're Shen, you're like, do I want to use my do I want to use my taunt to get out? Like, what do I want to do? Because that costs over half of your energy.
I couldn't tell you. Never played that champ a day in my life and don't plan to.
I have. He's actually a lot of fun. No, every champion has 200 energy, right? When it comes to energy, the taunt costs 110.
That is a large amount. I believe that is over half if my calculations are correct.
Yes, it is. So you need a lot of energy there.
Sion just looked like he's going to say, don't really care about your damage. I'm a big boy. I'm going to get this first tower. No, he's going to flash ult away.
Doesn't quite get it. He wanted to get it before the turret plating. He could have stayed and had the Glory Beyond Death take it.
That's what I was expecting to see.
That's what I was expecting. Oh!
And a massive Sejuani ult, barely whiffing. And this, not going to look like to come up, but the tidal wave and flashed away by Jinx. Another Sejuani gank just forcing 2 flashes in the bot lane. Hopefully, we see the Sejuani come and rotate back bot lane with the ultimate up again and try to really punish those missed flashes.
That's what I expected to see earlier, is I expected to see Sejuani come down a little bit earlier and punish that more. But, you know, decided not to. Decided to wait a little bit.
Oh, and here we go. Jinx is deciding to walk back up without that flash, but going to be a little bit too fast. Sivir spell shielding into the traps to get that mana back. Big brain stuff.
Big brain moves.
Oh, a little bit of lag on my end. And we're back. Okay. And Sion eventually does drop that first turret down. He got, I believe, 4 of those plates before 14 minutes. And then he just is able to get the solo gold on the first tower all to himself, along with the 20 CS lead. That's going to be a big boy and not fun for the Jinx to have to burn through.
No, it is not. Jinx is going to have to work really hard to dig through that one.
There we go, just looking at...
The IE's coming out on the early Sivir, while Jinx is still trying to catch up. She decided to itemize for the boot rush instead.
I believe she's been sitting on this BF and Berserker Greaves, it seems, for a minute. She's got to be pretty close to that IE, just waiting to back until she's got the full item.
So we can look here real quick. She does have now 2,000 gold in her pocket.
Oh, damn, we can press X. That's big brain.
I can press X, big brain. You have to ask me too.
Oh, man. We are... The stream quality just went through the roof. High octane streams. I think I yelled too loud.
Nah, you good, man.
Ari Panda. And the Paranoia going to be walked out onto the Sivir, slightly out of place. Spell Shield actually stopping the fear. Great Spell Shield. Just a tidal wave, and they're going to get out of there.
Yeah, no. Good attempt there by Black GTO. Not quite enough. Well done by Naked Beekeeper to get out of there. Unfortunately, though, had to blow both of his summoners. So that is a yikes.
That is a big yikes, and if the bot lanes decide to keep going into the bot lane and not rotating, we can look for some big plays there with no flashes there. But Mistress Yi coming in, gotta land the initial charge under the Shen, but he's real tanky, and a nice flash out over the wall is gonna stop this chase. Oh no, they're still going back in. He decides to walk in. He's gonna get stunned up. Sion there, but now Zilean coming in to help support him. And Black GTO on the Nocturne. No Paranoia though. Mistress Yi once again somehow just getting out of these bad positions with her life. Oh,
spoke too soon.
Spoke too soon.
Biscuit with the cross map super mega death rocket. Take out Mistress.
And that's gonna feel good.
The Biscuit Titch Bit legend. Well done. Super mega death rocket.
This is very nicely done by the AD carry. This is something you need. Get back in the game. Go back to base. Didn't, you know, decided to get the Zeal item instead of the Crit Cloak.
Say it with me. Big
brain.
That was a big brain, super mega death rocket. Shout out Jinx, edgiest skill names in the game. I like it. What we're seeing here is that the support did decide to rotate to the mid lane on the side of the meat beats. And just kind of trying to apply a little bit more of that pressure and let the Jinx have the solo XP with the longer lane with no tower.
Yep, we see Nami and Sona doing both. Sona just trying to clear a little bit of, if there's any sort of waves down or wards, speaks. Do the English thing, please.
So Hungerbunger, even though we have those 2 kills on Sivir, you have the different itemization coming across from the Jinx, even with that cross map Super Mega Death Rocket. What's the possibility of this game going either way? What do you really think of that?
I honestly see this go, like, the possibility that this goes either way is 100%.
I didn't ask about the possibility. What's the possibility this game
the
goes
possibility? Let's see. I'd say this is you know, it's an elbow macaroni. It could bend either way.
Okay.
Oh
That's
my god, big brain coming
brain.
in with keeping the pasta analogies on check, and that gonna be a Sourdough going right into them. Sejuani gonna be able to knock him up with the Zilean ulti on the Sona's gonna save her at least for now. Paranoia into the back line. No team communication though, but the Shin is gonna help bail him out. He somehow lives. Jinx DPSing massively with these rockets, but still got a big Scion to get through. But I think he's going to be able to do it, and there we go. The Jinx is gonna be able to clean up one. But Zoe sweeping Trouble Bubble onto the Shin, pushed up a little bit too much into that Zoe. And a 1-for-1.
I'll say, no, that Shin coming out with the Spirit's Refuge was so huge. Oh, but Renji! The extended fight's still going on.
Doesn't matter if you miss every one in lane. If you land the big one and then another big one. Renji absolutely getting 2 more kills. Just purely off of the Sleepy Trouble Bubbles. Great work.
No, Nocturne staying alive by just a tad. That Spirit Refuge from Trance VR saving him. Auto attacks don't work when you're in there.
Somehow, Nocturne miraculously surviving just by the hair of his chin.
Ooh. Does Nocturne have hair on his chin? I mean, he's undead.
Probably a little bit left over.
Okay, alright.
He's got whiskers. You can see it. Yeah, he's got some whiskers.
Okay.
Hey. You know, it doesn't matter if he does have hair on his chin. What matters is that he barely survived by those hairs of the chin.
Alright, okay. More so we're implying he survived. But we now have an Ocean Drake coming up. Shen doesn't have the Stand United, but he does have the TP.
Jaden McCain looking to maybe make a play here. He does have his ultimate up. Sivir just going to take the red buff and get prepped for this dragon fight. Jinx still not with the completed IE. If they do decide to take this next fight, Sivir will absolutely be doing more DPS with those bigger crits. And that's something that's got to be respected on the side of the Meteors.
It does, but this is almost like a shout out to the really old Jinx build, where you just took the well, all you did was get your BF sword and then rush straight into your Runan. So much AoE damage coming from those rockets.
Yeah, a little reminiscent, giving me a little bit of nostalgia, but still, gonna need to see that IE completed sooner than later, and huge damage onto Biscuit from Renji, who finally figured out how to start landing these skill shots and just wreaking havoc with them. But it looks like Shen may get a little caught out here, but a quick dash over the wall is gonna save him.
I'll say it looks like we've got some positioning around the Baron here. On the side of the Meat Beats, they're looking to do something.
Yep, and that's the point that you need to be looking here. You're slightly behind, especially in game. You're going to see that it's 7-3, so you're going to be thinking that you're a bit more behind than you really are, which is only about 2k, and they're just going to want to make sure that they don't give up this Baron. Good ward control as far as the Baron, and on the bottom side of River 2, looking real strong from the Meat Beats.
But Biscuit is going to have to go and clear that bottom side ward, or that bottom wave that's pushing in slowly, which could lead for Gecko Slammers to try to force that Baron without having the threat of a Jinx in the fight.
Now, this is something where I definitely, you know, say it's slightly interesting, not letting Shen go down there to take that. Because Shen has the TP, has the Stand United.
A smart bomb by Zilean over to aggro the Baron and just chunk out the Sivir before the fight can start. And now Jinx has already recalled. So
Double pink ward. Big brain.
Hey, it takes twice as many auto attacks to clear that. Big brain stuff for sure coming from Gecko Slammer Armageddon.
They're just securing their secure vision control.
What are we thinking of the Zeeks on the Sejuani right here? This is kind of an interesting second item to rush on her.
It is. I normally wouldn't expect something like a Zeke's on Sej. You know, like you're looking for something somewhat a little bit tankier, but apparently confident enough. Did we get a chance to see who she's binded with? Is it Civ? It is Sivir after all.
Hey, as an AD carry player, I must say that second item is genius and increases your team's ability to win the game by at least 50%.
Yeah.
And now the Sivir ultimate is going to come down looking for something with the Scion charge, but not going to find it. Still just running straight into the base. And that's going to be an X-Smithy, but not really an X-Smithy. Jinx had the reaction to flash away. It's going to be a big nothing burger for a lot of ultimates wasted on the side. Gecko Slammer Armageddon, but they are going to get a little catch out here with the Sejuani on the Zillion, but he's pushed up a little bit too far. Two big squishies. Shin all going to come down to try to protect the Sona, but it's going to get popped before it can go through. Another catch on the Zillion. Jinx just deciding to go right into the whole team, but he's doing a lot of DPS, getting exhausted. Nami getting separated, gonna get the Paranoia straight onto her. Double kill for the Nocturne. The Nocturne is going insane in this team fight. Gonna get the spell shield down to charge a little bit more. Consider kite this through. Sion gonna be bottom blocking the Super Mega Death Rocket. Shin still onto the back line, but great positioning from Biscuit here, but not enough damage to tear through that massive Sion.
No, there is not. But really good play there on the back side of that fight by Biscuit. Just kiting auto attack, kite. Knowing what he needed to do.
Yep. Really great positioning by Biscuit there. Good positioning by Beekeeper there too to make sure he saves his own ass. And the Paranoia onto the Nami after she was separated was really smart and just great split team fighting from the Meat Beats.
Yeah, and we see it looks like that itemization of the Zeeks on the Sejuani. It'd be really useful if we got a couple of those ultimates to land. Unfortunately,
there's a little X-Smithy in all of us.
Yeah, there's a little X-Smithy in all of us. But, you know, like, that's the kind of thing, like, you want those ultimates to land. Then, at that point, you get the extra damage on the side of the Sivir.
And a Sion ult looking to try to catch up to Zillion, but he's going to flash away into safety, also blowing that cleanse. And that is a cooldown that they are going to need to keep track of. But he walks back in! Big brain, or should I say small brain?
But no, big brain with the Zillion ult, though.
Oh my goodness. The brain size is just changing all over the place, and looking for an initiation here with the Tidal Wave. Going to knock up the Nocturne, and then into the Decimating Smash, but a three-man Sona ultimate is going to stun them all up. This Jinx pumping out massive DPS. What are they going to do about it? Sion is just left to get melted by Biscuit. And Biscuit is just positioning these team fights so good with this Jinx and really being able to pump out the DPS for their team versus Beekeeper.
So yeah, now he does have that Infinity Edge, so there's going to be a lot of damage coming out from the Jinx.
Absolutely. And yeah, and that Sona ultimate also, huge three-man Sona ultimate to really turn that fight, lets you get those concentrated Jinx crit rockets into the whole team with Runaan's, and just textbook plays from this team composition.
Oh, this Zillion's a speedy boy.
Spicy, but nothing's going to come out of it. But they are going to be able to get them shoved off to the top side of the map, which gives them a free mountain drag.
That is indeed a really good Earth Lizard for him to have for this next fight. Really, what it allows him to do is force down that Baron.
Yep, even faster on the next Baron. Especially with the Jinx. If this game does extend longer, turn into a bit of a clown fiesta, we may see the Meat Beats just sneak a Baron real fast with this double mountain drink, and now a pretty fed Jinx.
Yeah, no, the possibilities are endless right now for the Meat Beats.
I like this guy.
With simple positioning like that, she prob does need the Knight's Vow.
I would say that the only problem that the Meat Beats are facing at this moment in time is, are they stuffing too much ravioli into Biscuit? Right? Because he's most of their DPS. Nocturne can get back, but he really doesn't have the damage he needs to just go in and one-shot the Sivir.
Absolutely, and from what I've seen in this game so far, it might be okay to put all your biscuits in that basket, but Sejuani ult gonna land on the Zillion, Tidal Wave coming down, Zillion's gonna ult himself to always stay out of it, but now they're gonna chase the Sona while Zillion is reviving, but Jinx is back into the fight. Biscuit, he's got a big brain, you gotta be careful, he's real big. And nothing else is gonna happen here, except the Sion charge straight into it, only gonna land on the Shin, and they're just gonna be able to walk right out of there. the Scion ultimates having a little bit to be desired so far in this late game.
Yep. So now, even they're pushing now, even against this Baron, there's not a whole lot they can do though. Shen decides he's going to go push in the bot lane. Doesn't have the stand united, but has the teleport if they're looking for something. But
Sleepy Trouble Bubble on the Biscuit. Biscuit, no! QSS isn't going to save him. He's going to go down. But Paranoia coming back into the box, coming back in, decides to Paranoia onto the Swanee. Don't know if that's the best target.
questionable Paranoia.
Zone him out, get this free inhibitor.
Definitely questionable Paranoia at that.
Should have ult. It's covered up on my Discord.
But it's alright.
I think what we're seeing right now is it's a choking move from Gecko Slammers Armageddon. They're trying to choke him out, even though they know that they do not have that Baron on their side. They're allowing the bot lane to push in while they can shove in the mid lane, try to get some deep wards. They're really trying to see what they can get off, even if they're a little bit behind right now.
And another X-Smithy barely missing, and the Shinton onto the Sejuani. But Biscuit is nowhere to be found. No point in CCing these tanks without your tank melting. And Jinx does feel comfortable enough with this lead to be able to get that QSS fourth, and she's already pumping out so much DPS that with the QSS,
She's really going to be able to stay alive in these team fights if used correctly. And just Shen pushing in with the Baron. I'd like to see a little bit more split push as far as this Baron buff goes, but I believe is Shen the only one with it left?
So I believe so, yes. If not, it's only Shen and Spoon Crush. But it's all gone now anyway.
Even with how big Biscuit is this game, along with how big the Nocturne is this game, Zoe can still be making these picks. She is still a huge damage threat, and if you get Sleepy Trouble Bubble, then that's an instant 5v4, because just Zoe herself is going to be able to take that kill.
Ugh. Yeah, definitely agree with you on that. It's all going to come down to how well we get Naked Beekeeper and Renzi positioning here.
And
I think with that though, if you can get Biscuit in the backline in a strong enough fight, they can use the Paranoia to totally keep Naked Beekeeper out of the fight unless she decides to go melee.
I mean, there's still the Bouncing Blade and the Boomerang Blade, but the Bouncing Blade is at least somewhat good. But the Boomerang Blade's going to be wild, but the fight breaks
looks like
out
a team
now.
fight is going to break out. Yep, and it's fast. Totally forgot the name of that item. Gargoyle Stone Plate coming out from the Scion. They decide not to take it. It's a tanky boy. But yeah, it looks like this game is going to come out between can the Sejuani get big ults and allow the Sivir to team fight, or is that Paranoia really just going to be able to stop the Sivir DPS? Because this is looking like a game of 80 carry from here on out.
Yeah, no. With Gargoyle Stone Plate, we're going to have to see Biscuit do a really rough job of getting this Scion. This is going to be massive amounts of health. You pop that with 3 enemies nearby, and you gain 100% of your health. So,
Balanced.
ouch.
And hopefully this longsword is turning into a Last Whisper for this Jinx here. Would I really like to see her go BT with the Sona and the Zillion? Really just need that Last Whisper to be able to chew through the side. And, yep, there it is.
And there goes the Drake over to GSM. Relatively even. But no, since, or at least in the Drake battle, but since that was at the post 30-minute Drake, we are going to see only a 5 Drake game this time.
And now Baron is up, and the Meat Beats positioning to try to come get this vision, but Gecko Slammer Armageddon also coming in with the same thought process. Wanted to secure this Baron vision, because really this game is just about even, especially if that Zoe can get a pick and just to completely turn the tables.
Yep, here we go. It's all going to come down to this fight right here. We see both teams positioning around the Baron. TransVR does have the stand united and the teleport to be able to get to the team.
I'm still looking for the Paranoia and the Stand United combo. I don't think we've seen one of those pulled off quite to the extent that it can be yet, especially with how hard you can get onto that Sivir and destroy most of Gecko Slammer Armageddon's damage.
Yeah, you can deliver a Shin to the back line, get a free taunt on the squishies.
I'm loving what Seismic's doing here, though. Every time that little Falcon tries to walk right through that pink, he automatically aggroes the Baron and just chunk him down before he can actually get the ward clear.
Yeah, so with that Rod of Ages, he has a lot of mana, and he's able to just blow a couple bombs over the side.
And Shen, with his Stand United and his TP up, is just going to be applying a lot of pressure into the bot lane, getting that second tier tower. But Gecko Slammer Armageddon is just going to take this opportunity to just try to run it down mid. They want this inhib again. And those Jinx rockets are hurting. Looking to see if the Meat Beats is going to defend this or just kind of let them walk in and take an inhib. Zillion bombs are going to be thrown down for the zoning. Another Nocturne Q just coming off to kind of cut off the entrance of the base. And both teams here just looking for their opening. Is it going to be the Nocturne Paranoia and Stand United combo coming out proactively? Or is it going to be a pick with the Zoe? Waves being cleared, nothing too exciting happening here, too much. Zoe just still trying to fish with those big Battlestar damage. And we're back into it.
There we
go. The Sejuani going again, taking the initiative. Tidal Wave's gonna stop Shin's charge, but he's not taking any damage from auto attacks. The Gargoyle's throw quite popping sign, he's getting big. Paranoia into the back line, but he's gotta flash out. Sona only gonna catch one person. But Biscuit, massive DPS, no one is on him. And he's just going to melt through all of Gecko Slammer Armageddon.
That was a massive fight. We just mentioned the Jinx can pop off, and look what just happened.
Biscuit, man, butter my biscuit and call me Titchbit. This man is just put this team on his back, along with the Nocturne, and just let them show that he can DPS these team fights when he needs to.
Those big brain plays coming out.
Say it with me, chat.
Say big brain.
That's what we like to see in the GRLCS. Big brains. Easy Baron for the Meat Beats. It looks like it's just going to be a pushed a couple waves that you can, and then get a reset and cash in on this gold.
I'll say, I know this is a lot of gold about to be spent right here.
And that's a full build Jinx. Just about.
Just about. I mean, you know, you got the QSS. That's basically a whole item. Like, you can upgrade it into a Mercurial if you want to, but it's basically an item in itself.
Oh yeah, if you got a big enough brain, which Biscuit, this
got
man, big brain for sure.
And really, as long as I can protect this Jinx, as long as Biscuit can successfully nestle himself in the backline like he is, the possibilities for this game ending are really high.
Yeah, definitely.
They keep stuffing more ravioli inside. Next thing you know, man, it's totally done.
Oh my god.
That one even hurt me.
God bless you. And there's going to be an easy siege with his Baron in this Jinx. And then the Sejuani ultimate coming out, and the Tidal Wave going to knock him up. But a fast QSS coming out from Biscuit. He wants him to get out of there. And Nocturne into the backline. He doesn't care. He's going to drop with that GA or not. How does he do it? He never dies. Just really something. Sion being out of position here. Jin McCain going to get busted down by this Jinx. And Biscuit, once again, with the better positioning, showing that he does indeed have the bigger brain. That's what we like to see, big brain 80 carries.
There we go. This could be the end of the game. Shin does have the Stand United, even though a couple people are low. We have the Zillion ultimate as well. So this could spell the end.
Let's see if they are going to push on it. Todd finds the Sivir. He gets Zillion ulted. Beautiful Zillion ulti catch on the Sivir. And once again, Biscuit just kiting to the side, weaving in these auto attacks so well. And that is going to be a clean victory. Not too clean, but Biscuit.
Clean enough for the Meat Beats.
Clean
Exactly.
enough. The Meat Beats getting the win against GSM.
Wow, Biscuit, really impressive performance. Along with just the general team play of the Meat Beats, they seem to be working really well together, and they're just able to position these team fights with Biscuit so well.
I would definitely say the Meat Beats is a team to watch going into Platinum LCS.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that one. They're going to be them and the sadistic causers of havoc, mayhem, and evil as well are my two. I'm going to be keeping my eyes on.
Exactly, and not to take away anything from Spoon Crush, those Sona ultimates were amazing. Only dying once in that whole game, just really also putting the plays together for the team. Really, I'd like to give MVP to every from the meat beats, but unfortunately, we gotta choose one.
Yeah, we do.
I know my pick. I'll go first.
My pick is Biscuit. That's where mine's going for. Had the big brain plays to just sit there and auto attack while the enemy team was not focusing him down. Wasn't scared at all. That's what I like to see in an AD carry.
What are you thinking, Bug? Who's your MVP pick?
Well, in my own heart, I do want to give it to the AD carry player, Biscuit. He played phenomenally. Those team fights that he played, great positioning, and I'd also, like to get a shout out to Spoon Crush because he was really there right by his AD carry side and making big plays, especially with that Sona ultimate and that top try.
Okay. So the one thing that I want to say before I say my MVP is Seismic had amazing Baron control by always double bombing that Baron pit. So always make sure that no vision could be cleared at all times. I would say that was the one thing I have to say to Seismic. He always had excellent objective control purely because of the fact that he just did some cheesy stuff for the Tortellini. But I will say that Biscuit was
exactly. Just great team play coming up from the meat beats. Like I said earlier, really looked to be on the same page. And even when they weren't always in control of this game, they never seemed to be completely out of it because of how much better they were able to play the map.
Yep. Can't disagree with that one.
It's just the part where we take a break.
Yep, this is the part where we take a break, and then we'll be back in 5 minutes with the last game of today. We'll have iTown facing off against Team Name here. So we'll see you back in 5 minutes.
See you then, Chiefs.
Legends never die when the world is calling you. Can you hear them screaming out your name? Legends never die, they become a part of you. Every time you play far reaching greatness, relentless you survive. They never lose hope when everything's cold and the fighting's near. It's deep in their bones, they'll rot into smoke when the fire is fierce. No, pick yourself up, 'cause legends never
All right, here we go. We're back again. Whew,
How's it going?
This was a rough one. We had a little bit of a problem in the with the whole submission because apparently one team won all 3 games. So I had to dig around and figure out who actually won which game. Slightly confusing, but we are back.
Wow. Small brain stuff coming out as far as post-match submission forums go.
All right,
I will
so
say this. I think we should talk to chat and see what they think, but I think we might need a possibility emote.
I think we might just need that, you know? Might be necessary here. I'm just making sure that before we get in the game, you guys want to, you know, do a little bit. I'm going to make sure I get the team logos on here right.
All right.
So...
what do you think right now, Bug? So we kind of talked about it like from different things we've been watching. Who do you think has been keeping up as player of the day?
Player of the day, my choice. Don't get me wrong, Young Biscuit putting in work on the Jinx. I liked it a lot, but I still think right now the best player we've seen so far today is I support my team on that Orianna, making massive plays with that Morgana binding to really just open up the map and just really just let them steamroll that game.
So I understand where you're going. I definitely think I support my team has been really. He made those different plays. Biscuit had a lot of really strong damage. The first game was the first game. I'm not gonna talk about it that much. It happened. But
yep.
I want to say that so far in the Plat division, we have seen some really strong players and prove that they deserve to be in this Plat instead of in the Chimpanzee Symposium that is gold season.
Definitely, 100%. I mean, they'll let me in the gold, so...
No, if they'll let Corey in the gold, they'll let anybody in there, man. They don't even check. But no, Water Bear did have a good performance on Kha'Zix, but that was more of a, you know, he struck when opportunity arose. The other team kind of enjoyed just running it down to him and face-checking bushes. But still, you got to do what you got to do.
Yep.
I think, really, we just had some strong teams. Really strong gameplay, good mechanics, and what we need to see is just I want to see us in with a strong game right here for Game 4.
All right, well, here we go. I've got it ready to go. We've got the last game of the day. It is going to be iTown versus Team Name here. So let's go ahead and transition over to that, as well as, you know, share the beautiful, lovely stream with you guys.
Gorgeous.
There we go.
Do my other 2 suave co-casters want to introduce these teams for us today?
Sure, I'll take on iTown. So, for iTown, we have Big Bird Valor on Darius in the top lane, Gatman26 on the Nunu in the jungle, the Commander King with Lux in the mid lane, Julius Caesar on Kaisa bot, along with Chodley on Thresh.
Great names there. But now for Team Name here, we have Rar, I'm Reptar in the top lane on the Kennen, Baby Carrot in the jungle on Xin Zhao, Ethereum piloting a Vel'Koz mid lane, Karasuta on the Twitch in the bottom lane with Captain Melonhead as his support on the Braum.
And just judging from the drafts of this game, this is the most off-meta, I guess you could say, draft that we've seen all day. So it looks like, I believe, that these players are just going onto their comfort picks.
Yep, that's.
I would say it's a pretty strong choice because you don't see an Urgot, we're not seeing a Scion. Our AD carries are pretty mixed up, not extreme. We're seeing a Twitch AD carry back in the meta, which is pretty exciting to see. You haven't seen him around in almost a season now. This can be a pretty good game to see which one of these picks, which champion has a better understanding of the mechanics. Yeah,
especially with someone like Braum there to, you know, just sit there and soak up all the damage with that massive shield. This Twitch is going to be allowed to free fire in a lot of the team fights.
Yep, looking like this game is, we're going to see some explosive mid to late game team fights that are really going to decide it as far as this Lux Darius Twitch go.
I'm really excited to see who shows first in the top lane. They're just sitting there. I really want to know.
Who will break first? Who will decide that they actually
leave? Kennen. Kennen did it.
Nunu rolling a big old toxic snowball into the lane. Threshook are going to pull back that Braum so that he gets knocked up. Flash forward from Kaisa. Those are some big cojones. And he's going to get it with that last full range auto attack. Twitch, brother, you may want to get back to that tower.
So
or
he does...
not. Big brain damage coming out through. So much for not having a Fiesta, because I think we're about to guess us another one right here. Xin Zhao charging into the Kai'Sa, just going to take him with the 3 auto attacks. Oh, he only used 2 of them. Still gets to knock up onto the Thresh, and that's going to be 5 kills already happening in the bot lane.
Yeah, no, we had a little bit of break from all the Fiesta team fighting. You know, it's about time we have another one, right, guys?
I think this is what we really needed to get the stream back hyped up into platinum. We had to get the casters back into the game, just watching the absolute fiesta down bot lane. That's what I like to see.
You know, this is like whenever you, you're deciding to make something, you're like, what do I want to do? And you just throw all the pasta you got into the bowl.
That's what we're saying, man. You throw all the pasta into one bowl, throw some cheese, a little bit of sauce, and next thing you know, you have a great meal for your jungler to come back bot.
One thing we need to talk about right there is that big brain Kennen play, deciding to charge back in to the Darius to not take that extended damage from the long range Q and also get the stun on him. Great trade from the Kennen. Big brain.
Yeah, big brain.
I think Xin Zhao showed he did not have a baby carrot by going in and getting that really strong double kill.
We out here with big carrots and big brains and whiffing the Darius. Pools. It's gonna be a great game. I'm ready. I'm gonna sit back. I'm just gonna scream during the team fights. You two take it away.
I'm saying this is where we say goodbye. Vin's not letting us back.
I had a feeling with the high octane gamers.
High octane gamers might be relegated to just stats for the rest of the season.
It's all right though. We do see Twitch pushing in this lane really hard. That's something that he needs to do. He's not good at farming at all under tower with his poison, so he wants to make sure the lane is at least either even or pushing towards the enemy laner.
As a Twitch player myself, you don't want to push that lane too much though. With a big snowball coming in, happy feet on the side of Ethereum on the Vel'Koz. And while you do want to get that lane pushed in as Twitch, you don't want to get it pushed in too much because they don't even have their river bush warded right now. So it's going to be real dangerous. And yeah, you just got to be careful, especially with something as immobile as the Twitch with no summoner spells.
You just want to make sure you're not under turret though, because that's a ooh. That's an oof.
That's a feels bad man for sure. That is a possibility that we do not want to see for the Twitch.
Exactly. But so far, Captain Melonhead and Karasuda doing a decently good job. 2 kills did go over to Julius Caesar a little early, but Baby Carrot fortunately cleaned all that up.
What a name. What a guy.
What names? I love these big brain names.
We may not exactly be seeing the best shit. Oh, and a big flash forward for the Vel'Koz, but gotta whiff the W, and that's just gonna be G. Oh! But he pops him.
That extra damage from the passive.
Gotta respect it. Hey, but Nunu gets to get that lane XP. Let's go. That's what we like to see.
Good rotations coming out.
I'm loving all these wards that are getting placed inside Red Side's jungle coming out from iTown. They're trying to get some of that vision, trying to track down really where Baby Carrot's going to go. But bot lane is looking to see if they can get some trades while pushing in this wave.
And with Red Side being pushed in here, Team Name here needs to secure some more ward control on this bottom side river, because that Twitch with no flash for about another 45 seconds or a minute is going to be a real easy target for this Nunu.
So, Corey, based on what you're seeing here, this is in the mid lane.
We've got a little bit of Gatman. The snare is Root's gonna come in. Barrier is not gonna be enough, and the Commander King does pick up that kill after all.
There's Baby Carrot not living up to his namesake once again in the bot lane, but with nothing to show from it. No summoners used on any side there. And now bot lane's going to be having all of these flashes back up by the next time we're going to be looking for a fight. But the Kennen doing big things in the top lane. Gonna chunk down Big Bird Valor real low. Gonna stop that TP possibility for this Baron fight. I mean, for this Dragon fight. And Team Name here's just going to rotate to it. Twitch still invis. Lux just got to flash out. And this... Oh, barely hits the Braum with the Lux ult. But this Nunu is just sitting in there, tanking it all up. Not the greatest positioning from the Twitch there. That's just going to be an easy Dragon.
I'm just loving what I'm seeing here from iTown. They're getting these strong rotations. They're getting the kills they want. They're going to secure that Chipotle Lizard to get the spiciness they need for their damage. I'm loving these rotations by iTown.
Flash hook not landing. But it's fine. Ooh, but Darius is going to get popped by post-mortem from the Vel'Koz.
So, and with the mid laner dead, this does allow Baby Carrot to say, "Ah, yeah, no, this blue buff's mine. I'm not leaving it up anymore."
And as a jungler, I'll say this right now, it is really good whenever the game can back you up in saying that you deserve that blue buff. And
I know
the
it is.
mid laner
It's
asked
so
for it,
good.
saying I was securing it to make sure they did not take it.
I know, that's what you look for, especially when you're pre-6. You're just like, please, 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 don't say you want it. Please, please, mid laner.
Yeah, we don't let our mid laner talk on Hog. They don't get to make those decisions. Possibly.
Sorry, it is
as
a
you know,
jungler
big brain.
speaking for Hog, and our AD carry listens when I yell at him to buy blue trinket at level 9.
There you go.
Hey, we're getting there. We're getting there. Me, I just yell during team fights, as I do on the caster desk. Well, not a desk. I'm actually standing up.
Close enough.
So-
You're standing up because it's so hype, right?
Corey, what are you thinking right now coming out between these two junglers? Baby Carrot, not living up to his name, going for a stronger, more a fighting build, while you have Gatman on Nunu just going for that hard tank and trying to get his CC off mid and bot.
I'll say this is something that Baby Carrot did a lot last split too. He's known to play this Xin Zhao. It's not something that he's afraid to do. Those 2 early kills definitely helping him out. I really expect, however, he is a little bit behind in terms of levels. I do think that Gatman is gonna come out on top here. Just because overall tankiness of the Nunu, so many snares. You got the roots, you got the stun and the knockup, you've got the ultimate for slows, and then at that point Lux can just come in and pop. Especially because Baby Carrot's going for this very aggressive, squishy build.
Big Bird Valor looking to make a play on the Baby Carrot. Baby Carrot says, once again, my name ain't right. I'm going to try to fight this out. But he's going to flash away right into the Lux ult. Smart ultimate to stop that Darius bleed. And he should be looking out of here, just getting out alive. Oh, but the Nunu taking the play to the other side. And it's going to shut down Baby Carrot.
That was definitely a Fusili fail coming out of Baby Carrot. But
Oh,
it's
what a
alright, man.
The
TB coming in for team name here, looking for the play. Big flash cannon ult. He's going to go hog wild into the I-Town bot lane. The Growl passive is going to pop onto the Thresh, and it's an easy kill. Man, this Kinnan really making big plays. But the Vel'Koz's looking to get caught out here. Going to get caught with the snare from Lux. Pops the barrier. Not going to be enough. And team name here making 2 big plays on different sides of the map.
Yeah, they are. They're showing just because they're down in kills doesn't mean they're out of this game at all.
I think for I-Town, they got to take a second. They got to regroup. They got to understand. Every time they get Cannelloni caught here, they're having some problems. That each one of these kills letting Team Name here just get farther and farther ahead.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Oh, man. Yeah, as far as looking at this Kinnan right now, this guy's Kinnan from Raptor, I believe, or Reptar.
Roar.
Roar XD Kinnan in the top lane. He's making some strong plays, and if my intuition serves me correct, I think we can be looking for him to make some big team fight plays as this game goes on. Hopefully he goes hog wild.
Hopefully.
I'm thinking the nice thing that we're seeing here is the Commander King and Ethereum are both playing these really strong control mages that are allow their teams to be able to siege, even if the AD carries can't really have the range they want. Having these 2 different mages is really going to allow these teams to do the different types of pressures that they want and build towards, even with that Herald now on Big Bird Valor.
Yeah, see, that's going to make getting Baron so much more important, but more importantly...
Baby Carrot getting caught out. He's going to have to drop that ultimate, but the Nunu is just slapping him around. But a Vel'Koz ult coming down, and a big Bravo going to knock both of them up. Is Commander King going to be able to get out of here? And he is. That second shield coming back to him. But here comes Twitch into the fight. Kinnan going to get grabbed up. He's looking for an ult. Not going to find one. And a double snare keeps the momentum going down. But this team fight is still going on. Kinnan ult into Zhonya's. Not really going to be grabbing anything. Gromq going to land onto the Darius. Are they going to be able to get that pop? But no. Not the greatest positioning from Gatman26, as the Twitch is going to take him down.
Yeah, this is a situation where I said definitely they needed to not take that fight. They just needed to, they just need to sit there, defend the turret, clear the wave. Lux has mana still, but now it's just too low to even think about getting close.
And now with both the top laner and the mid laner backing, we're going to be able to see a bit more pressure still being applied to this mid lane. And a dragon play that's going to be easy to make for team name here.
But it looks like they're saying, who cares about Dragon? Let's see if we can catch this bot lane. But it looks like they're going to be the ones that are going to get caught. Thresh Hook onto the Twitch, going to fly back into the ultimate. And Kai'Sa pumping out way too much damage. The Twitch doesn't have anything to do here. And Kai'Sa with just a great kiting. Braum flash forward to get the stun, though. Oh, big play from Braum. Baby Carrot, once again, denying his namesake, getting in there, looking for the plays.
Yeah, they did a good job there by Baby Carrot, getting what he needs. Oh, but we've got Nunu. It's gonna completely miss Ethereum right there. What?
I
mean,
think
they didn't
what was
have
going
vision.
on there was he was using the slime to get that extra bit of movement speed just to walk away. He had to go hog wild and flex on the haters.
Absolutely. Very important to flex on the haters at all points in the game. And, I mean, I don't know if this is a case of one team having a bigger brain or just the teams having smaller brains than each other. Twitch barely dodging that Lux Snare in the invisibility. And they're going to go with Baby Carrot going straight in. They're going to take big damage from the Lux ult. And that's going to be a quick trade of the mid laner and the jungler. And the Twitch still kiting out. The Braum pass is going to pop on the Nunu. Is he going to be able to keep kiting this out? And he is. But Kai'Sa could be looking for the play there, but she's not going to take it.
She's not able to.
She had a target to ult. Oh, she had no
She
ult.
had the target, but no ults, unfortunately. That would have been a nice cleanup there, but was not able to dash in.
Man, just this game is feeling to me like I just decided to spectate one of my friends in solo queue.
As you can see, there's not a lot of deep map or coverage. Yes, iTown has that one pink near the Raptors, but there's not a lot of wards, not a lot of vision control. Dragon's still up. These teams got to find out, do they want to play this like a solo queue game and let the game figure out and play itself, or do they want to try to get the reins back strong again and take the definite lead?
And a Darius TP into the bottom lane just so that the minion can tank more?
Yeah, it's just secure.
Not so sure about that.
Secure first
tower.
Secure first tower is what that was.
If Darius backs right now, it's not going to be too much lost on the map, or if they can rotate for the Dragon play, of course, which I believe is the plan that they're going for. Oh, and dropping the Herald bot lane. My bad, I didn't have a big enough brain to understand what was going on there. Good map rotations coming out from Big Bird Bower and iTown.
So they gotta watch out now. iTown coming in.
Nunu's gonna charge up that snowball, looking for the Twitch here, but Twitch is gonna get real speedy quick in that stealth. Miss Bromq not gonna be able to get the passive onto Nunu. That would hopefully be able to get them a pick here, but big Thresh Hook into the Twitch, gonna be an easy pick, and iTown's looking to keep going in and make some more happen here. A nice double kill onto the Kai'Sa, and man, woof.
I think Julius Caesar is just starting to ramp up and get out of control before iTown or before Team Name here can get enough damage to shut him out.
Exactly, and I'm glad I brought my big shoes and my red nose because boy, this is a clown fiesta I've ever seen.
Whew. 15 minutes in, almost
another
double the
big
kill
hook
count.
from Chodley. And it looks like they're just still going to be taking this fight, even with the Vel'Koz putting in a lot of damage, and the Twitch ult overstaying their welcome once again. But Twitch is going to get hit with that Lux Snare.
But Roger Reptar
Kidding behind! Huge ult going hog wild once again. Like I said, my man in the top lane, RAR XD Reptar.
I would definitely say RAR I'm Reptar just rigatoni wrecked iTown.
Yeah. Because he still wants more. He's going for Gatman.
Team Name here is trying to say, let's make this one spicy, see what we can do, but unfortunately this Cannon's just not letting them lose.
No, he's not. Picking up kills, cleaning up fights. And that's what you want, though, if you're Team Name here.
Absolutely. It's a bit of a hard game to see where this one's going to go because it's just...
It is.
Just throwing it back and forth to each other. What are the standard possibilities for Team Name here to take this lead and win the game with it?
You know,
I think... Go ahead.
So I was going to say, one thing I'd like to see them do, and it's something we mentioned in a bunch of other games, is teams having vision. And there's not a whole lot of vision right now in this game.
I would definitely say that. We have a couple deep wards from iTown, a couple counter deep wards coming out from Team Name here. But the thing to watch is who can protect their AD carry better, who can assassinate one of those control mages, and which top laner can get more DPS off. We have RAR on Reptar doing massive damage with those huge cannon ults, and then you have Big Bird Valor who can just absolutely destroy you with when it uses Nocturne Guillotine.
Absolutely.
This game can go either way. This game
I
can definitely go either way.
I completely agree, but this Darius is still about 1,400 gold away from his Triforce at 17 minutes. He's gonna need that spike before they can start seeing him in these team fights have a big impact.
Yep. Oh,
and
that
that's
damage
under the
though.
Vel'Koz. Kai'Sa ulting in to get that little last bit of damage, but it's not gonna happen. Well, it is. I believe a minion killed him.
Nope, red buff.
Red buff did. Yeah, red buff. Let's see it ticking.
He had red buff burn.
Small brain. I'm an 80 carry player.
You are an AD carry player. You should have red buff a lot.
I don't give it.
Yeah, I've talked to my jungler. Yeah. And a big Braum ult coming down is going to catch the support and the mid laner for iTown. The Twitch ult's going to get popped. He's pumping in huge DPS, but it's only going on to the Nunu. Flame Baby Carrot out of the way, and another Kinnan ult gonna just tear through the team. Rar, I'm Reptar. Not letting his team make bad plays.
And this is what we talked about. Once you can get that top laner to strong enough itemization and get him in the back line, those top laners can easily turn this game. As we saw, Rar Reptar came in the back line, got a strong ult off, and an easy secured them kill on Julius Caesar.
Yeah, and ideally that gives enough gold to I'm Reptar to get him this Zhonya's Hourglass. So yes, he did use the stopwatch, but that means he's going to keep having this combo over and over again in team fights.
Baby Carrot looking in to come get the play, and that's just going to be an easy overextension by Big Bird Valor. Still doesn't have the Triforce.
There you go. I do have to say though, that Braum skin is my favorite Braum skin. I love that back so much.
And speaking of Braum, that last team fight, Braum with a nice big ultimate onto both Commander King and Chodley, really opening that team fight and letting it extend for the Twitch.
There you go.
Moral of the story today is that we're seeing some really nice support play in just about all these games.
Yeah, we are. We're seeing, you know, Thresh has some really good hooks coming through. We had Morgana's earlier with the great bindings. Like, it's... Games are won by supports. Don't let people fool you.
Oh man, don't let him get too big of an ego now. 80 carry still run this shit.
Okay,
sorry.
okay.
Now I get carried by my support every single game. Small brain 80 carry player.
So much pressure here from Ethereum. They're not even able to position around this Drake right now. They're trying to get Baby Carrot on the same side as the team, so we can get a secure smite here.
And be looking out for the Rar Reptar Kinnan ult, trying to change the game here. Thresh Hook landing onto the Braum. Kinnan ult popped down, but not able to get it to the team, and they all line up for the Lux. Ultimate gonna melt right through them. And and another Thresh Hook onto the Vel'Koz. Big pick. Is he gonna get stead? He is. And like I said, Darius finally getting that Triforce and being able to impact these fights. Oh, I was taking a drink of water when that team fight started. I apologize, stream.
Ooh, that was a ballsy fight right there.
I am loving what Chodley's pushing out here. He's getting these strong hooks. He's turning these fights, getting these kills on people like Ethereum and Baby Carrot. It's allowing for iTown to really open the map back up, get the kills, get the Drakes, get the towers, and now they're get a strong, almost 2K gold lead ahead.
Absolutely. Chodley making the big plays, and now they're going to be looking for a Fnatic bush right here, but Rar I'm Reptar are going to figure out that they are in that bush. Man, Rar I'm Reptar making big impacts this game.
I do kind of feel bad. Julius Caesar did end up losing that red buff over to Big Bird Valor.
That happens when you don't watch out for the bleed.
Yeah, that's when I. That's
Oh,
when
Big
I saw
Bird
my
Valor,
items.
don't stand there.
No, Big Bird Valor looking to get caught out, but the team is behind him. Thresh Lantern gonna pull him like 2 screens away, and then another hook, but no backup. Rar Reptar getting a little saucy, looking to get in. Big Bird Valor caught in between the entire team of Team Name here, and he's just gonna go down.
That was questionable.
Oh, yeah, you know. Platinum, what can you do? I'm just kidding. Love you guys.
I'll say we're getting all the buff transfers here right now.
They transfer that buff over to the Twitch, knowing that Julius Caesar's going to come in, take it right back from Karasutra.
Yeah, exactly,
You know,
exactly.
double
Like,
Kai'Sa.
Just the smarter team play to intentionally, you know, an intelligent int to get the buff back onto the Twitch, and they're just going to pop him next fight and get the buffs. Really just genius
Oh,
stuff
no,
coming out of
Chodley.
iTown. Oh,
Show
Ryan
the gap.
Reptar going to look again to make the big play. Velcro is dropping now, doing a lot of damage. Nunu not going to be able to do anything here. The Thresh Lantern almost saving him. Raw and Reptar going to chase on to Children on the Thresh, see if he can get anything done here, and he's just going to keep going. Now he's got Captain Melton, and the Braum Q does land. This should be an easy kill for Raw and Reptar, now getting the Braum stun, and that's going to be it. But he does get the shield and looking back down. Oh, and the heal coming in from Kaisen may save him, and we're looking at 18 different team fights going on here. Ethereum going to be able to pop Darius there. Captain Melonhead along. Still getting the kill on the top side.
That is good job there from Team Name here, switching instantly over to the Kaisa, not letting her stay and do any extra damage.
There's going to be a free Baron for Team Name here.
It is, and this is really going to mitigate Commander King's wave clear. Like we were talking about earlier, we have a lot of AP wave clear. Baron buff is going to make that so much harder to deal with.
I think what we're watching here is really Team Name here is starting to choke them out more and more just because the Cannon got just enough ahead with that 40 CS lead, and then he had 2 kills over Big Bird Valor, and now Raw Metar is about to start controlling this game.
Raw Reptar earns my Big Brain Award for this game. Oh my. Oh.
I'll say I don't know my judgment's still out. But no, that's I think that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna have big brain awards for every game. That's how we're gonna decide
about
this.
MVP?
We want big brains. Who made the big brains?
Raw Reptar luckily has a big enough brain that he just encompasses the other 4 members of his team and just is really able to put the game in his hands. Not saying that they're playing well, but Raw Reptar just really smart plays.
Yeah, they got to watch out, though. The Commander King is now meeting up with 3 members in the bottom lane from Team Name here.
He's looking to get a push off with these Baron minions. Maybe a catch on a Baby Carrot, but he's just going to walk out of it, hopefully. But here comes the Snowball.
That turning radius on the Snowball
here,
is huge.
Flash Q forcing the Flash out of Baby Carrot, but this Snowball is still going real big. Lux ult onto the Twitch, but he's just running straight away. They may have gone a little bit too deep here. 2-man Braum ult. Just going to stop that fight. Make sure nothing goes too bad for the Twitch.
Karasuta.
Karvasuta.
That's the best I can do.
Karasuta.
It's supposed to be like Callista.
Or Karma Sutra.
Whoa, PG-13 stream.
Yeah, dude. All right, here we go.
And another fight breaking out here. Raw and Reptar with another huge Kidden ultimate. Big braining it once again. This Vel'Koz is pumping out tons of DPS. No focus onto the Twitch here either. They're just going to be able to pump out more damage than iTown can deal with here. And then the knockup with the Vel'Koz onto the Lux. You're going to keep chasing him. Raw and Reptar with the chase here. And Baby Carrot just being able to get in and finish it off.
The Sonya's maybe not necessary, but good job to, you make sure he stays alive in this fight. No, all right. So to correctly answer your question in chat, we were told how to pronounce Shmeh. Shmeh specifically said, here, this is how you pronounce our name. I have not had that from Karasuta. So...
Yeah, Karasuta, if you want
Karasuta,
me to pronounce your name right,
whichever it
slide
is,
in my DMs, boy.
Slide it in the DM how you want us to pronounce your name. And if you don't care, you don't care.
I prefer it if you just didn't care, but if you do, slide in my DMs, big boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, too many team fights this game. I am parched.
I know what you mean. Fortunately, though, it looks like things are dying down. There are no big objectives on the map right now, so teams are just looking to push waves and in an attempt to set up for what's going to be next.
Karisuta.
Karisuta. Okay.
Karisuta. All right.
Thank you very much, Ethereum.
Shout out Ethereum. Woof. Man, we have... Oh, man, let me not butcher this math on stream. 45 kills?
Yes.
In 26 minutes.
Big brain, good math.
Hey, I was counting on my fingers,
Yeah, oh, wait, I got 10 fingers. I can't go higher than that. What?
Substructure, you are correct. Casters are I, run 4. That is correct.
Yes, we are.
You got it right.
Yep. Casters are 100%.
Honestly, if I am Iron 4, this game's really just looking like one of my solo queue games. Because God forbid, I don't know what the hell's going on for half of this. But, you know.
Oh, watch out, Big Bird Valor. You're on the wrong side of the map.
Baby Carrot using that carrot once again. Just going to get a free kill onto Big Bird Valor. Oh, and Rawr Reptar with another 1v3. Kinnan dodging the Q. My God, who is this man? But even despite his best efforts, still going to go down a little bit too much for him. But too much for him to handle.
I'll say they just put him to sleep, unfortunately. Nothing really you could do.
I'm not casting another team name here game. I need my vocal cords.
I will give them the benefit of the doubt. They said this was played in the wee hours of the morning, so maybe they're just a little tired.
I'm usually not this active this early in the morning.
Well, when I say early in the morning, I mean pre-bedtime.
Oh, gotcha. You know, like
So I should say, though, very late hours of the night.
Oh, and Kaisa gonna go in deep here. Not really gonna find anything though, but gonna get a big chunk onto Vel'Koz and the Jin Zhao there. And with Baron up in 45 seconds, they can use this opportunity to really get these sweepers out and start clearing wards around Baron. Not gonna catch that one in the Pixel Brush though. Oh, here comes Rush over to grab it.
There we go.
They cleared these wards, but they have elected to not put any of their own down. Interesting strategy. I believe they have one in the pit or right across on the land. Can't really tell.
Yep.
They have one in the pit. Was 1 a.m. Oh, and then engage once again. Cholui with the big hook. Gonna destroy Captain Melonhead. The Fnatic Brush pays off. And now Baron's gonna be up. Almost a perfect time for iTown to get that pick, forcing a 4v5 right when Baron is spawning.
Yeah, definitely. And this is something what you normally worry about. Like, you'd sit here and be like, well, you know, Getman is a level below Baby Carrot, but this is a Nunu we're talking about here. He's not worried about that.
Exactly, and they are opting to start this with Rawr Reptar full health. Not really respecting this Kinnan as much as they would like it, but they do see him in mid lane. But here he comes rotating down. Oh, the plant gonna knock them back over, and blue team is gonna secure that Baron. And back into the team fight. Rawr Reptar trying to do everything he can for the team, but the Darius is gonna one-pop Twitch. And a too little, too late for team name here.
Those nice ult resets there from the Darius, getting that Noxian Guillotine over and over again, cleaning up this fight.
I'm not 100% sure what I'm watching here. Maybe you guys can break it down.
Well,
I think what we're seeing here is just a really strong combination of someone ordered macaroni, but they really got some tortellini. They're not really sure what's going on, but at the same time, they're making the best situation they have.
All right, so the best way I can explain this game is to go back. If I know you guys weren't necessarily around for the old OU Gold. There was a couple splits ago. There's a team called OU Gold, and their motto was, "If we don't know what we're doing, there's no way they can know what we're doing."
Who let you into the Hog Gamer chat?
Yeah, can you please stop leaking hog scripts? Hog results?
I'll say it's also flex strats too, so...
Yeah, let's not pretend that Flex has strats, okay?
That's why it is a flex strat. Because we don't know what we're doing.
The big strat is to have the smallest brain possible. Shout out Flex. Really doing it big.
I'm loving the double blue trinket though on iTown, with no counter blue trinket coming out from Team Name here. It's allowing them to get some better berry control, and now it's going to lead in further map rotations. They've confirmed 2 spicy lizards, 1 wet lizard, a rock lizard versus the 1 wet lizard. They're really allowing these teams to get a lot stronger with all just plain objective control and vision control.
And now all we need is a speedy boy. We need a speedy lizard.
We need a speedy lizard.
That's all we need. We need to complete our collection.
What is the next dragon spawning? Doesn't it show it on the side of Dragon Pit?
It does. Let's go see. Oh nope.
Oh, it's Elder.
It's post 30 minutes. It's an Elder.
Oh my god. Small brain casters.
Small brain us.
NA production.
I think that's Hunter AA, so we can just ignore that. Yeah, it is. Man, God bless him. I love him to death, but small brain. And the Twitch walking back to base, exciting.
And no, not a whole lot going on. We still have time before any objective spawn. We got the Baron on iTown, but they haven't really done a whole lot with it yet.
And Darius electing to just go and clear control wards on Baron instead of just being able to push that top lane and give them more priority earlier. And a big thresh hook onto Kennen. Not anything they can do with it. If they take it, Kennen will probably just slicing Maelstrom all of it. Just looking like a typical siege here with the Darius pushing top. Eventually, Team Name here is going to have to send somebody to the top lane.
Yeah, they will. They're going to have to get this, take care of this. And now they do, sending 3.
Uh-oh, we could look for the Darius to make big plays here. Decides to ult early. And he's just going to take the damage he can get. But a hex slash into a whip Q. Chodley, my boy, what are you doing? Rara Reptar into the backline with the slicing Maelstrom. Going to completely melt through the Kai'Sa. She's got the GA here. It seems she can save herself. But no, well-timed Vel'Koz knock-up. And that's just going to be an easy cleanup for Team Name here.
Yep. And once again... Oh, wait, no, Darius is still alive. Never mind. The Baron is still alive. But nope, it's down. I lied. But he is going to get caught out here.
God bless you, Big Bird Valor. I love it. I love seeing the big, aggressive plays happening, even if you die for them every time. It's about sending a message.
This is a 33-minute with 57 kill game.
So no.
Queue, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but with everyone dead, this does allow for the inhibitor in the mid lane to go down uncontested. Chodley just now getting back up.
Man, these are some score lines that you usually don't expect to see in an air quote competitive competitive game. But hey, both teams are electing to just go with the solo queue route. And
Yep.
makes for entertaining television, but
Ethereum, you are right. This is indeed a YOLO Q game.
that's the best way to describe it. Sometimes the biggest brain move is to just have a smaller brain than your opponent.
Yep. And sometimes that small brain wins.
You got to be
So-
careful with them small brains.
Corey, what do you think that Team Nim here is going to do after they got that really strong, the 4-man down with that last kill and they got the inhib? Where do you think they're going to try to look to go next?
So right now, you basically got the mid lanes even for the moment. You're going to notice that, of course, the red side inhibitor is going to respawn sooner. So that means mid lane is going for them at the moment. What you want them to do is you want them to group up and counteract the enemy team. So, for instance, Darius is still back at the halfway river point. You want to group as 5 right now and force a fight on these 4. Which is exactly what Rar and Reptar is trying to do.
Braum Reptar looking for the play here. Braum still going to get the knock-up onto Chodley of early Twitchell coming down to maybe try to secure that kill. But now that's 2 big ultimates down for Team Name here. Can't be looking to chase too much more unless Reptar gets a massive slicing Maelstrom. Oh, and a dash over the snowball by Baby Carrot. Man, you got to change your name, brother.
Yeah, so this is where they got to watch out. Darius has pushed in now farther. They need to get out of here and go defend that inhibitor.
And I believe that was Summoner Hill used by... Yep, Summoner Hill being built by Julius Caesar there. And this is looking like a 4v4 for the Elder Dragon, but top lane does have the priority for iTown, and they both still have their TPs. This game could be decided on who wins this top lane 1v1 here.
It is. Right now...
Flash in place by Big Bird Valor, but the team fight is starting around Dragon. Nunu getting a big ult, but not doing too much damage. He is full tank. Baby Carrot into the backline, flashing over. Even though he has the GA, the Twitch is able to pump an insane DPS onto this Nunu. Finally going to crack him down. They're just going to call that a 1-for-1 and go about their days.
Yeah, they are. Darius already got the inhibitor, so what they're looking for is to just take this Elder Drake, but Rar and Reptar's not going to let him have it with his TP coming in.
Yep, Rarum Reptar looking for the big
Oh,
plays here.
he stole
Rarum
it!
Reptar steals the Elder Dragon. Big brain Rarum Reptar, and he's just going to be able to go in there, put the DPS down. And my God, Reptar just putting this game on his back. Man, that's one tanky thresh. Just auto-attacking, big boy. There you go.
There you go. But, oh man, this is absolutely nuts.
I don't even think Kennen stole that with a Q. I think he
It
stole
was
it
just
with
an
a
auto attack.
Hey, big brain, man.
Oh man.
Junglers have problems, I'll say that, alright?
I need to take a seat. Woo. There should be the momentum that Team Name here needs to just charge into this base and maybe in the game here, but they're not going to be able to have enough with the members of iTown coming back up.
You know, they don't want to risk it right now with Baby Carrot and Captain Melon head down.
please go as you walk out. Get vision control on
That's
Baron.
what they're doing.
Exactly what they're doing. Rawram Reptar is in that headset screaming at him to put that vision control.
Wait, but no, they're not even putting any wards down.
God
They just
bless.
walked over there.
And now iTown starting the Baron with Rawram Reptar still being able to make a big play here. He should have that ultimate backup. I'll be honest, I can't see it because of the Discord overlay. But here we go, Twitch on the other side looking to get a big ult, and he does it! A big flank both by Rawram Reptar and the Twitch here. But the Twitch is still taking a lot of damage. The Darius ult not going to quite kill him, but he does get the kill in the end. And this is another Braum ult knocking up the Nunu here. And they're just all in iTown faces. That's going to be a 4-for-1 with only the support living, and it looks like they're just going to try to walk it down mid and end the game.
Yeah, it's definitely what I would suggest. Only Chodley up. Not a whole lot of Lone Thresh can do. But they got to be careful, though. They do... Well, I guess not too careful, because even though there's minions in their own base, they don't have to worry about it too much when there's 5 people going down.
Please tell me they end the game here. Please, I'm begging you.
If they don't, super minions are going to end it on the other side.
Oh, Thresh lands the big hook. What can he do? 1v4. Yeah, looks like he's just going to die. And team name here is going to take that win. I recommend hitting the Nexus here. There you go. Wow. What a video game.
Oh, that was epic.
Yeah, something like that, man.
All right, Corey. From your opinion and what you saw, what was the big brain play?
Oh, that's right. I gotta pick my big brain. I gotta pick my big brain plays. You know, I'm gonna give my big brain plays over to Captain Melonhead with that 100% kill participation. That's what I'm gonna give it to. I'm gonna give it over to him, getting good Braum ultimates out, making sure his team survives all those team fights. So that's what I'm gonna give it to.
All right, Bug.
Man, I would have really enjoyed to hear the comms coming out from team name here, because I mean, it's just such an interesting game, you could say, possibly even with a capital I and T. But Kennen, the Rawram Reptar, I think his plays that he made were just way too big in in these team fights, and especially with the auto attack to steal Elder Dragon. Not exactly a big brain play. I'd say it's more of a small brain play on the side of the other team. But still, they secured it, and I mean, everything that I saw, Rawram Reptar just about 1v5 that game with the initiations, with the Vel'Koz also putting in huge damage with the flanks and the zoning.
Wait, guys, I gotta go back. I totally just did the wrong math. I counted the 27 from the other team.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna flame you, but it's okay.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Twitch chat is flaming me well
relentless.
enough. Twitch chat is flaming me well enough for it. But no. So switching on over, I'm gonna change. I gotta change my big game plays because my reasoning was not good. I'm gonna give it over. Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and go to Rawram Reptar as well. Good job making sure his team came in. He go in with the backfight of the team, getting those kills, securing everything.
All right, now the only one left to put in his input is the Sultan of Spaghetti, Linguini Lord, Hog Pasta Boy.
Let's go. Who gave the greatest chance for possibilities in this game?
I think that really the Spaghetti Sultan of the game was the unsung champion Ethereum. Ethereum did massive amounts of damage in these team fights. Yes, Rawram Reptar had amazing team control with his massive maelstroms, but the thing that we did not see this much was Ethereum doing massive amounts of damage with his poke, his true damage procs whenever he gets him off. For me, I would say that Ethereum got my big brain play in the game.
There we go.
This makes a difficult MVP selection for us. I believe we all chose different players.
No, we came out in the end with 2 for Rawram.
No,
Reptar.
because I chose Raw. I had to change because of my horrible brain math.
I would definitely say Rawram Reptar would take the overall MVP.
So
All right.
This is Rawr. I'm Reptar. Type that in.
Doop doop doop. Yep, we gotta make sure we record all of these big brain plays for next week, so we know who to watch.
So is this now the point where we select overall platinum MVP for the week?
I think we can, yeah. And while we do that, I think chat should. Well, since we're selecting MVPs, I think chat should do it too. You know, select which caster they think was better.
Chat,
oh, whoa!
What do we think? What do we think? what do we think?
I want to hear it, Bug. Chat, who is your caster?
But yeah, so while we decide while we debate here real quick, let's see what cast is. But no, my MVP of the week is going over to I Support My Team with those Morgana Qs. Like, that was 100% what led them to win that game.
Corey, I have to agree with you. I would say my MVP of the day would have to be I Support My Team. He just had some really strong bindings. He had amazing picks, really strong lane pressure. I think I Support My Team definitely takes the play of the game, or play of the week.
You know, I hate to give it to a support player. Their ego's any bigger. Rawr, I'm Reptar, I would definitely say, was the most valuable player in the game that he played. But as far as just keeping consistent, making big plays the entire game, and staying on top of their game, I have to also give it to I Support My Team on Morgana from Shmeh.
Yeah. Shmeh. Good job, Team Shmeh. You get the Caster's Award. And apparently chat says Badger. Badger is the best shoutcaster today.
Hey, Badger, Bug, starts with a B. I'll take it.
All right, there you go. All right, anyway, that is it for us today. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. We're going to see who is it coming in. We've got later today at 4 o'clock. We've got... I got to...
Hopefully better
find...
games. No, I'm just...
Hopefully. It's gonna be Mark Hames and Groothy over on Diamond. So we'll see them you guys will see them at 4 p.m. today. Stick around and watch those Diamond streams.
Say it with me.
Diamond capped. So yeah. So hopefully we get some more big brain pasta plays over there today.
And yep, that was I think that'll do it for us. I'm Bug7. I'm the ADK for Hog, most popular team in the league, fan favorites. Everyone gets to go a little hog wild when they got high octane gamers in their heart.
And I was also the third TriCaster, Hog Pasta Boy. I'm glad I got a chance to cast some of these games. And
Yeah,
Baby
blast.
Carrot, you did not live up to your name. Thanks, guys, for the awesome time.
Yep.
Good games.
And signing out on Flex, this is Corey Hunger Bunger Bunger, and we will see you guys next week. Adios.
Adios, amigos.